Nada. It's all good. She's in the.
Follow
She's
up.
in the drip. Yeah, she's in the drip sequence on the text, anyways.
All right. Hey, can you put me just in the back room?
Yeah,
All right.
Jordan, you calling? You ready? You at the desk? Where you at? What's good?
Yeah, I'm pulling up Investor Pug right now. I'm about to call this lady Josefina. She texted back late
So, are you on
yesterday.
a hotspot on your phone? Is that what's going
Yes,
on?
yes.
Okay, because we got to figure that out then, because it might turn off the stream when you try to call.
You think?
I mean, try it, obviously, but that was what I was thinking yesterday. You might got to go get the wife's phone and be like, I need the hotspot on your phone, and then you call from yours so that we can hear
Ooh, she is at home, brother.
you.
I'm out here solo dolo dad life today. Let me see. I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna call
Good thing.
Josefina. Hold up. Let
Yeah,
me
try
get
it. See if it keeps it up, and I mean the connection's good though for being on a freaking hotspot.
yeah. Let me pull up Josefina so I have her address. This is in Palm Coast. I think that's Florida. Yep. She wants 85K. All right, I'm gonna call her real quick. We'll see what's good.
I know you. Yeah, start calling. I'm kind of cleaning some stuff up in here right now.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
No, we're good. I think.
You can hear that?
We might be good.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you
Come on, Josephine. I feel like the first call didn't go through. Should I triple tap her?
Yeah. I always triple tap. If I'm being honest, just depends on the day.
Today feels like a triple tap kind of day.
This is one. Yeah, I gotta like get all these triggers set up and go have it so we're good. Rita, yeah, we got the wireless headset, bro. Big game changer. Let's get it today, bro. We got Rupley closing on fucking Monday, bro. Rupley scheduled for Monday. And Owen Street, we got the notary thing signed, so we might be able to close that one maybe Monday, Tuesday. A nice two closing week to or day. Start the week next week. But hold on. Yeah. I just forgot to put this guy in a cold follow-up text.
Is it still morning in Florida?
Florida, it's 11:28.
All right, I can say good morning then. I'm gonna shoot her a text real quick.
So the cool thing with Go High Level is I basically have it that I change an opportunity to a cold, and then it's going to automatically get a text.
That is
And then
nice.
it
So
goes
you
into a drip
change the
sequence.
status and then adds it into a drip automatically.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's nice.
We're building out when me and Marcel get this shit really built out. It's going to be fucking really cool. It's going to be really cool. There you go. Automation. Boom. All right, cool. Interested.
Let's see this property. Let's see what she's talking about with the 85K. Oh no, Sean. What the heck? Oh, it's vacant land, bro. God damn it. That's all good. That's all good. What's good, Rita? Let me see who I should call next.
I think I have to like completely change the language on here to figure out how to do that on off the live. Pantalla, extender, mostrar únicamente en uno, dos. For this one.
All right. I just sort of move to old.
How do you make it so a screen's a double screen? So
One screen.
yes, like why I have like a computer screen that's like a big one. I just want to make it like a split screen on both sides.
I mean,
Las tres
you could just-
pestañas más recientes.
you could just resize the windows individually. Like if you're trying to have two browser windows open at the same time.
You could
Just
do
go to
that,
the-
but there's a way to literally have it like two specific screens.
You got to go to the screen settings probably.
Yeah,
But you're on
that's
a
where I'm
you're on a
right now.
Windows, and I don't know how to work a Windows computer anymore, my brother. We're Apple gang for life out here.
Usando. ¿Alguien hablamos español? Envía mi ayuda para entiendes esta pinche página, pantalla. Anyone out there speak Spanish? You could help me try to fix this. We'll get it figured out. Fuck. All right, whatever. We'll do this at a later date. All right, cool. I'm just going through these conversations really quick, cleaning some shit up so that we're organized, and then I'm going to start blasting out calls and getting some fucking contracts.
Yeah, I'm about to call this guy real quick if I can find him. William Worley. What did I have a name on there?
Okay, I'm calling this guy now.
That is an unavailable headset. Okay. Throw that into this position. Let's see. Opportunities.
All right, some chat GPT going rolling. The answer?
Hey, is this Christian?
Who's calling?
Hey, Christian, this is Jordan. How you doing this morning?
I'm okay. Who's calling? What's this about?
Good. I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, I'm just reaching out about your property on Lakeview Drive out there in Madison. You had spoken with one of my associates, banged on me. I think I saw that one come in. This dude hasn't been responding to text since like in October.
It's like, who's calling? Who's calling? Like, dude, shit.
What's this about? Yeah, brother, I'm just trying to buy your house, my dude. All right, so what would you do on that one? He's already been in like a nurture campaign, it looks like. Should I just archive that, dude?
I think so, bro. I think I got it figured out.
What you do? What are you trying to figure out?
You basically just use the mouse and drag and drop it, and then it'll have like the split screens. That's one way to do it. Yeah, so, okay. So now I can have like my prop stream up right here. I can have my freaking conversations right here. Or I could bring this over here so I could like, while I'm like trying to edit shit and then calling someone. Let's go. I love this. And I got my other screen brighter. Guys, we're getting all my tech shit figured out still. Once we're here, it's gonna be over.
Game over.
Oh yeah.
They ain't ready for it.
Making everything. I ain't ready for it, bro.
Yo, you wanna know what's
I know what's
crazy,
about to
bro?
hit 'em. What's good?
I'm gonna be. So I got to the softball field at basically 9:15, and our last game of the night potentially starts at 9 p.m., brother.
Jesus.
I'm gonna be here for like 14 hours.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
No, it's all good. I mean, blessed to have a job like this doing wholesaling that I could just do remotely. So if shit got to get handled, I could just whip out the laptop and we're good. But yeah, it's gonna be a long day out here. All right, Carolyn Graw. Let's see what's good with it.
Oh wow, okay, I gotta call this guy. Come on, man. Wait, this one's actually yours, bro. You got a good one. Just switch the ownership really quick.
Not available right now. Please leave your name and number.
Is there somebody who texted in?
Yeah, test 5 in Mesquite, Texas. For those of you guys that are tuning in, put what markets you guys are in, where you guys are doing deals at. You never know, we might be able to get some JVs done together. My uncle said, good soccer down there. Yo. Yeah, there's some good soccer down here. You can see the freaking stadium from my house. There was a crazy game going on yesterday. Like, it was in the background of this live stream.
Dude, it was so loud. He showed me that shit, and you could just hear the crowd roaring. That's crazy. Yo, that text though, I don't see it in my inbox. I don't think.
TESFAI?
Mm-mm.
That might be a sign to me. This might have been from like the past, bro.
I got you.
You can't see it. I gotta call it.
Sucks to suck.
Yes.
Hello?
Hey, is this Test 5?
Yes.
Hi, this is Joey. I think we were texting yesterday about your property, the one in Mesquite.
Yes.
Yeah, you're looking to sell that one now?
Yes. So she has decided that she wants to move out.
Okay.
So if I get good offers, I will take it. If not, I will continue to rent.
Got it. And what would a good offer be for you right now?
Well, you know what? Hold on, because I had a friend send me the market value for that house and see what she said it was.
Okay, this isn't listed, is it?
It's not. It was listed last year for 290. I think up to me, and then somebody was buying it, so we put it in pending, and then they kind of get approved or something like that. So he had to backed out. And then I said, you know what, forget it. I'll just keep renting it out because there's a lot of people out there going to rent. I just want something closer to me. I just want to sell it and find another one that's closest to me. It's just too far away from me. That's the only reason I'm selling it. So let's see.
So it says it's been pending for like 900 something days. So obviously this is an error. Something's going on here.
Please leave your name.
So we will see, guys.
Okay. Well, two things in here. Since you have the year comp analysis at 287 and the current estimated value of 282. So I don't know, which is that's somewhere between the okay. But obviously, I know you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've had so many calls by the way today and yesterday. There's a lot of people interested. So what I'm trying to see is if I can get something pretty close to it. I understand I'm not going to get anything that much because obviously you're an investor, so you're trying to make money. So, but as long as you don't lowball me and stuff like that, I'm interested in talking.
Okay, I mean, if I got you an offer that we could both agree on, like I'm not here to lowball you, I'll give you a fair price for the house. As long as I can make money, you're happy walking away with the numbers, we could get it done for you. But if we could come to terms on numbers, is it something you'd be ready to start the process with today?
Yes. So
Okay.
basically, they just at the end of the month is when it expires the contract. So basically, the property is available on June 1st.
The contract on the lease expires in a month, basically, right?
Just this month, yeah. The end of this month.
Okay. And then it's no longer listed, like you're not in contract with the realtor, nothing like that, right?
No.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. And then okay, that's easy then. And then are you the only one on the deed, or is there anyone else that would have to be here for this
My
call?
wife is on there.
Okay, is she in charge of the decision as well? Like, would she have to be here for this call, or is it mainly you that's doing the decision?
Yeah, she doesn't need to.
Okay.
I will relay the information to her.
Got it. She would just have to sign off then.
That's correct.
Okay. So just a little bit about how my process works. I'm just gonna ask you a couple questions about the property, then I'll get you an offer on this call. If the offer makes sense, I'll send you over a purchase agreement. We'll go over everything together. As long as you're good with everything on the agreement, we'll sign it, send it over to a title company. They'll obviously keep you represented as the sellers and us as the buyers. And then we'll just pick a closing date of your choosing to receive the money, and title would send that via wire transfer or certified check. But would that be fair?
Okay. I know you kind of want that, but then I got distracted here. Say that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so basically the way that my process works, I'm just gonna ask you some questions on the property, and then I'll get you an offer right now. And then if that offer makes sense, I'll send you over a purchase agreement. We'll go over everything together. As long as you're good with everything on that agreement, we'll sign it, send it over to a title company. They'll keep you guys represented as the sellers and us as the buyers. There'll be a third party between us. And then we'll just pick a closing date of your choosing, and then title would basically send the money via wire transfer or certified check. Is that good?
Okay. That that sounds good. Just have one question on that.
Yes, sir.
Do you pick the title company or can I pick it?
Typically, I'll pick the title company just because we'll be paying for all the closing costs.
Okay.
Yes,
Call
sir.
has been forwarded
Yeah,
to an
we
automated
just
voice
like using
message.
like an investor-friendly title company, someone that's just gonna make it very easy on everyone. And usually, if it's Texas, we have like 3 or 4 that we use. I know Hudley's one of the title companies we've been using recently. Yes, sir. So tell me about the condition first. Like, how's like the foundation there, structure there, things like that.
The structure is fine. Actually, last year and a half ago is when they moved in, and so we had it checked for foundation. Company said that it was good, and then we replaced the AC and the roof was replaced maybe
Call
5
has
years
been
ago.
forwarded to an automatic voice message.
And we painted the whole house at the time. The only thing I can say is that needs repair is the fence.
Okay, so the roof was 4 to 5 years, foundation's good. AC, that was 4 to 5 years as well, you said?
No, AC is 2 years old.
2 years old, okay.
Brand new AC.
Beautiful. Okay. And then the roof foundation, they said that you had like an inspection and everything, nothing was wrong with it?
Yeah, because there was, like back on the
Sheetrock?
ceiling tile, sheetrock. And so I had to check, and the guy came out and said that it's fine.
Okay. And then what about like the major
It's
mechanics?
just the movement of, of the house and,
Yeah, sometimes when it settles, that'll happen, and it's very common with foundation stuff going on in Texas, so that's why we always gotta just be careful on that end. Yes, sir. And then in terms of the electrical and the plumbing, was that ever rewired since 1983 on the electrical? Or
Hello?
was everything original
that
to
I
when it was
know
built?
of, no. I lived in a house, I bought it in 2000, so I did not have anything that was altered or anything like that.
So we're gonna meet you while I'm doing this, and if you get a good call, just like give me like a. Okay.
The only thing I could remember is we did have a leak in plumbing, and they had to fix it underneath the slab. And that was about, I don't know, maybe 15 to 18 years ago, something like that. I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so basically those things are just original then. It's not been tube wiring though, right? Like the wiring's still up to code.
Yeah. I don't have any issues with wiring.
Okay. And then is it public water and sewer?
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. And then what about like the condition on the inside of the house? Is it basically exactly what it looks like when it was listed last year?
To be honest with you, I haven't been there in the last several months. I was there maybe about, I don't know, 6-7 months ago, basically last summer. And so when I was there basically when they were renewing the lease in July. But since then, I don't know. I can't tell you.
No, understood. Okay. Yeah, because it seems, I mean, looking at the pictures, it looks like it's in pretty pristine condition. Usually with tenants, obviously, as I'm sure you know, we probably have to do some cosmetic stuff when they get out of there.
Yeah, I did, and I did have to do it about 3 times when people moved out. This is my third renter in 2010, and each time it was like hole in the wall.
Both.
There was broken, door to the closet, door to the bathroom, or something like that. In fact, there was a broken door a few months ago. They told me about, and I had that fixed. To one of the bathroom because they said they got locked out or something.
Jordan, can you give me the code for privy?
That was the last time. But yeah, like you said, when the renters usually, they will do something. Sure.
All right. Well, to be honest with you, Babak, this is probably going to be a.
But yeah, when I took those pictures, you saw that, it was nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Right?
No,
But it's not going to be something, and I can fix it if you need me to fix it. there's a hole in the wall or any patch it on it, I'll get somebody to do it.
Okay, well, typically we'll do all the rehab. Like usually the way we'll buy it is
Oh, okay.
you're not gonna have to touch anything. That's one of
Okay.
the benefits of going with us. We like to just do everything ourselves
Okay.
and then just make sure the numbers make sense for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then so the lease is gonna be up in a month, so they'll basically be out by closing then. Typically with like 30 to 60 days to close this be good for you?
30 to 60 days for what?
To get this closed out? Like to actually physically close on the
I
property?
mean, yeah, if it could we close like at the beginning of next month, that would be good. Or we
Okay.
close at the end of this month, that's fine.
Okay, but it's not something that's like pressing, like if we took 60 days, that wouldn't be the end of the world?
It wouldn't be, but then that means I have to pay rent, the mortgage for one more time.
I
And I
got
don't
you.
want to do that.
I got you. I mean, if it ends up taking longer, we could figure it out. Usually we'll do a 60-day close just in terms of in case there's any title issues, anything that comes up. But usually we can get it closed in about 30 days if there's no title stuff going on.
Okay.
I just
so as
sent
long
that
as there's
again,
nothing
Joey.
like pressing going on, just want to make sure that
So I
that's
don't know if the mortgage company allows us not to do payment, if we are in the process of selling or anything like that, so.
No, typically you would have to make that one payment. Like even if whatever the payment, let's say the payment's $1,800 a month, if we had to come up $1,800 to give us the extra couple, the extra month, we'll figure it out. So you're still good.
Okay, all right.
Okay. And then I guess other than the tenant moving out, is there? I guess what's the reason you're looking to sell this one?
I was telling you, I need to get something closer to what I did, so I want to buy a different one, maybe like in Saxby, or I did in Saxby, maybe in Murphy or Garland or something in that area closest to me, so that if they need me, sometimes they call me like, hey, the toilet is clogged up. I mean, it's not bad because the kids do something in the place, and then I don't have, and I'm driving 45 minutes to get this stuff like this. I just want something closer. I want to get another house.
Understood. Okay, so you're going to be using the funds of this to buy another property, and that's going to be strictly for investment purposes.
Yes.
Okay. How long? I know you said that you've owned this for, I think it sounds like at least 18 years. How long have you been investing for?
Since 2010, so it's what, 15 years.
15 years. So was this like originally like a primary residence and you guys turned it into an investment? What's the story
Yeah,
of
I
that?
lived in it for 10 years.
Okay. And how far out is it again, you're saying, from where you're at now?
About 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. So anytime anything goes wrong, it's like you got to drive 40, 45 minutes to get out there kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, that's never fun. That's not fun. My mom works for a utility company. Her territory is like an hour away, maybe 2 hours some days. And she's been killing herself with the drive. So I know going back and forth, even if it's just for your rental properties, that can't be fun.
No, it's not.
Definitely not. Okay, so it's basically you're going to be looking for another investment property. Do you already have one located that you're going to be buying, or are you going to need some help finding something too?
Usually I try to find it myself and stuff, and then I would get like a real estate person to help with the purchase.
Okay. And do you like look for fixer uppers, and then you're going to like buy it cash and then like refinance into a mortgage, or are you trying to just buy something with a mortgage essentially that's already fixed up?
Usually I try to get something that's already fixed up. But this time around, I mean, if I find something reasonable that needs to be fixed up, I can do that as well. So, in the past, I didn't have the extra cash or anything to do that. This time, since I have the equity of this house, I should be able to.
Hi, is this Carolyn?
Okay. No, that makes a
Hey,
lot of
Carolyn,
sense.
this is Jordan. How you
Because
doing?
we're always coming across deals that we don't always take down ourselves. And I'm sure we might be able to find you something on the back end too, if anything. I mean, we'll find fixer-uppers, we'll find really good properties. It always just depends on the deal for us. But maybe we could help you with that search as well when the time's ready for that.
Sure. I'll keep your number. Is this like your cell phone or your company phone?
This is my company phone. I'll definitely text you with my cell phone too once we get off this call.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely.
Absolutely. Okay. And then how has it been being an investor? Had like any crazy tenants, anything like that, or has it been pretty smooth sailing for you?
Well, so far, I've been lucky. I've been screening them very well. And so they've been okay. The first one lasted 5 years. The second one is there for 7 years. And this one is 2 years. I think she loves the house. She just want to move. The only problem is that she said she can't afford it because her husband left her basically. So it's been hard for her to afford a house, and so I think she may be moving to an apartment or something like that with her 2 kids.
Got it. Yeah, that can't be easy then.
But she loves the house, and the kids love the house, and she told me she wished she'd stay there forever, but it's just a financial thing for her.
Understood. Okay. And how much was she actually paying on rent?
She was paying $2,100.
2,100. Okay, so that's kind of the going rate for rent over there then.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood. Okay. Well, let me and I mean you're very lucky that it's been a good experience. You've been in the game over 10 years. I have so many bad experiences that we've gone through. I know other people have gone through. And it's a very good business, real estate investing, but there's definitely some downhill battles sometimes on some with, especially dealing with certain tenants. So I guess
I usually when I sit down and interview them and talk to them and stuff, I get a vibe from them. How much what kind of people they are and stuff like that. And when I interview with my first company with my students, I just felt like, oh wow, yeah, they're really nice people, family people, and stuff like that. So I've been lucky, and like I said, if I can't get that deal done with you or with other people calling me, I probably won't have any issue finding people because there's a lot of people out there looking for a rental home. Like I would put an ad, like a phone number outside the house, and the same day I'll get 20 to 30 people call me.
oh wow. It's definitely a good rental market for a fact out there.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It is.
Absolutely. And I'm looking at like the numbers over here. I mean, there's some good comps definitely in the area. I think retail for your home is something close to like that 250 to 290 range. I see why your realtor was saying kind of 290. I mean, there's definitely a couple homes selling for that fully fixed up into the 9s. So I can see those numbers. If we could rent it, like I still gotta dig a little bit deeper. I'm gonna get you an offer in about a minute here. But if you're gonna rent it, it could only go for 2,100. Typically, someone's gonna be coming in as an investor, probably close to like high ones, low 2s, let's call it. Like I can't give you exact numbers. I want to dig really deep into here and make sure I give you a fair offer that's like actually what it's gonna be worth in its current condition cash. But I guess is that like a range you would consider if we could actually do it all cash, no commissions, nothing like that?
I'm going to say that last part you said.
Is that like a range that you would be open to, like something in the high 1s, low 2s? If it was like no commissions, you don't have to do any work when the tenant gets out of there, stuff like that.
I'm still talking about not sure. What does that mean, high and low?
So
I didn't hear any numbers.
Basically, somewhere between like let's call it 180 to 220. That's kind of a range that most investors, and I think 220 is on the highest end. Like I don't even think I'd be giving you an offer at 220. But I'm saying something in that range. Is that something that you would be open to if you didn't have to do any work when they got out of there? It was actually cash, no commissions.
Definitely not. That is way lower than even a lot of people are asking. So.
Really?
Yeah.
In terms of the investors that you've been speaking with, you're saying they've been offering you higher?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I mean, like, look, whatever you tell me is not going to change my
Hey,
numbers
Charles,
in
this is
terms
Jordan.
of
How's
like
it
what I'm
going?
about to ask. But I guess where have people been coming at? I'm just genuinely curious because if they're investors telling you, let's say it rents out for 2,100, right? Investors are telling you above 210. They might not know what they might not be real investors, honestly.
Well, first of all, I've been, a lot of them don't even ask me how much it's renting. And I don't know if that's even their goal. The other thing is it could actually rent more. I just, that's why I get a lot of people interested because I think a lot of people, the 3-bedroom apartments are renting them. And I mean, 3-bedroom houses with 2 car garages and stuff are renting them a little more than that. I've seen people renting for $2,400 in the area. I just try to do 2,100 so that I can get a lot of people interested and then, just with people and stuff like that and think of what I want. So, usually, I think people are, investors are not really active people. I don't know if it's giving me a range of prices, and they say, we'll give you this
Okay.
much.
Understood. Well, I'd love to take a look at this and see if we can't get somewhere close to your number. If I could get your number, that may.
Because, I probably take the call as of yesterday.
Understood. Because I don't want to lowball you. Like, obviously, I still got to dig a little bit deeper, see where I could be in. But just looking at this from like an investment perspective, typically, let's say that they weren't looking at it as a rental. The only other strategy that they would be doing would typically be flipping it, unless they're maybe going to like Airbnb it, something like that. But I don't think this is that kind of market. So if they're like usually the guys that are going to buy it as rentals are going to be willing to pay a little bit higher because they're more worried about cash flow. Where if they're looking at it as a flip, like if I was going to flip this, let's say I didn't have to put a penny into it, and then I was actually physically able to sell it at the 290 that your realtor's saying it would appraise at, it still would have to. It'd probably maybe even have to be lower than that, just because we'd have to make our money. Like you know what I mean? We'd have to make.
Well, yeah, that's what I told you. That's what I said at the very beginning. I said, this is where its market value is, and I realized you're an investor, you're trying to make money off, so you're not going to offer me that. But I think that, even if I was to sell it, I'm probably going to have to pay the 3% and all that anyway. So I'm willing to negotiate, but as long as it's fair.
Yeah.
220 is just extremely, extremely low. So yeah, I would continue to rent it out instead of selling it at 220 because that means I would be losing at least 50 grand. You know what I mean? And I don't know why I would do that.
So what I'm seeing, if you were gonna sell it right now, I think the 290 that your realtor is saying that's retail, you'd probably have to end up putting probably about 10 grand, maybe 20 grand when the tenant gets out of there to sell it for that 290.
I don't think so. Like honestly, yeah, I told you that the fence, yeah, it cost me some money if I want to replace the fence. But as far as anything else, like I said, I just painted it and all that stuff. If it needs to paint it or if it needs touch-ups and stuff like that, I might spend 2-3 grand on internal interior fixing and stuff, but not like 20 grand or anything like that.
Are you by a computer by chance?
No, I just moved away from my computer so I can talk to you.
Okay.
But I am what do you need?
I just want to see because basically there's this house 4313 Oleander Trail. It's literally it's a 3-bed 2-bath. It is a little bit older than yours. It's a 1958 build, but this one was fully remodeled. And I just want to see if you could just take a look at this one really quick just to see like what it would take to get the 290. Because they did the entire exterior, they did the entire interior. Like it's basically like there might have been existing hardwood here that they refurbished. It looks like, but they did a brand new kitchen, brand new bathrooms, like to the nines. And this is basically what you'd have to make the property look like to get the 290 out of it. So that's why I was thinking probably about 10 or 20 grand. Because I'm looking at the pictures online of what it looked like when it was listed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not looking to do that. I understand that I could do that kind of stuff, but
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
no,
Yeah.
I get that. It's just if you listed it with the realtor right now on the market.
I'm not doing that though right now.
Yeah.
I want to sell it this way if I can. Even if to be honest with you, this is how I had it listed last year. And I had a buyer for 290. And he said he wanted to buy it. He liked the house. And then he said that his financing didn't go through for whatever reason. And he said at the last minute, he said, "I'm sorry, it doesn't look like I got approved. I could not get approved or something like that." So that's when I said, you know what, I don't want to wait another month. I have to rent it out. And then and I said 2-3 days. I do it on the rental market, and I got some people in there. So tell me, I mean, I don't want to, hold you here and wait till I get both of our times. If you're going to be like stuck on that 220, then I probably not interested.
I
Definitely not interested. So
I get it. I just want to make sure that no one wastes your time because, like, even if we don't get business done today, I at least want to leave you with like knowledge of exactly where it would sell at, what you actually would get in your pocket, and then just make sure someone else doesn't screw you over. Because, like, look, I got in the business to make money, but I also got in the business to help people. I've been doing this. This is all I do full time for the last 5 years, and I definitely know like the numbers, like that side of it. And just if you listed the property right now, it probably would sell for like with a realtor actually closing, it would probably close around 250 to 270. There's a bunch of comps like your exact house, same square footage, same beds and baths, similar build, whole nine, and they're all selling like closing around. There's a couple for 250, there's a couple 272, 265. I can give you all the addresses. And basically, if you sold that with a realtor, you wouldn't net that. Obviously, you'd have to pay 3 to 6%. Probably would be closer to 6 because you usually have to pay the buyer's commission too. And then you would also have to pay the closing costs. So you'd probably be netting something. Let's say you sold it for 270. It's not a true 70. You'd probably be netting closer to 250, 240. So that's what I'm trying to see if we can figure something out. I don't know if I'm going to be at 220 or where exactly I could get this done for you at, but I just kind of want to see give you what your options are with us if we can help you, and if not, at least make sure someone else doesn't tell you 270 cash as an investor and just waste 30, 60 days of your time, and then you end up having to pay those mortgage payments and they can't even get it done for you.
I even have like these stuff in the mail. People send me, and they said they give me cash to 43, for example. Is one of them that said 243. So right off the bat, without any negotiation, he's saying he wants to give me 243.
Was it a check?
Was
it a check at 243?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's marketing. So that's contingent on them walking the property. That's contingent on them basically getting on the phone with you. I know the companies that do that. So basically that's complete marketing. Like that, they're not. You're gonna call those people, and they're probably like, even if they tell you 242, which typically they're not. That's just basically saying like this is a high level of what we think your house might be worth, but typically it's not going to close at that number either. You know what I mean? So I just want to see if we can, because I'm not saying 220 because like I'm trying to lowball you. It's just the numbers are the numbers. Like, and if it's gonna, you'd probably net out maybe that 240 if you're gonna list it with the realtor. But to do it that way, it's gonna take about 90 days. And if you have those, and that's if it sells at obviously 270. If it sells a little bit lower, 250.
Why would it take 90 days?
60 to 90 days. Usually 30 days for them to get someone locked in. If it's priced right, if they price it low enough, maybe the first 2 weeks you could get someone under contract that'll end up purchasing it. And then it takes 30 to 60 days to get a conventional loan. So depending if they're going FHA, VA, or if they're going actual, if they're going just conventional financing, usually it's going to be 30 to 60 days for you to actually close.
All right, going to run numbers on this lot real quick.
That mortgage, it's the appraisal, inspection, all those things. So I'm basically trying to see if we can figure out something where you don't have to deal with that, and then basically get it done cash.
What's your best offer? Tell me what's the best offer, and then we go from there. But if it's something that we can't be close, then I'll just have to move on.
Yeah, I get it. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna place you on a brief hold. Let me take a deeper dive into the numbers, and I'll tell you exactly what I can do cash. And if it doesn't work cash, I might have one more option for you. So give me 2 seconds. All right, guys. So
What you
I
talking
didn't
about, Bilbo?
make an offer yet, but I was just basically like educating him a little bit, just trying to set his expectations because he was at 290, and I'm like, before I go put him on hold, like I'm looking at the quick numbers. It's rented out for 2,100 a month. I know we're not going to be at 290, so I basically was like, realistically, an investor is going to be in a range. I knew 220 is probably the innovation offer, 180 is probably the cash offer. So I was like, I'm probably gonna be somewhere between 180 to 210 to 220, but I don't even know if I'm going to be at that 220. And then he's like, no, that's just absolutely too low. That doesn't make sense. Blah, 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 blah. And my realtor said I could sell for 290. There's a comp that sold for 290 that was done to the nines. His is not done to the nines. His needs some freaking work. So
is it
I'm
in good
going
enough
to
condition? Good enough
It's
condition
an
for
innovation
innovation,
property.
though.
It's in beautiful condition. It's just not at that 290. It probably would sell in the market right now, probably around 250 to 270. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
at 260. Yeah,
I love
bro.
it.
This guy's not. This is gonna be a follow up. This is not gonna be a contract, guys. I'm just gonna hit him quick.
Yo, quick question for you. I know a lot of people do it differently. When you're running numbers on a lot, what's your formula for that? I think I was
When
taught
I'm running
take new build times it by
cash comp method,
1.5.
yeah, 0.15 or 0.1, but just do the cash comp method. Are there any lots selling in that area? If there's not, why are you locking up a lot in that area? Who's gonna buy it from you?
That's a good question. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of activity for sure. I mean, there's a lot of data on PropStream. I got 36 properties, 37. A lot of new builds going up there, but yeah, I could cash comp it. He wants 70. Somebody offered him 65, and he didn't take it. Looks like cash comps are like from like 45 to 60.
Yeah, that 290 comp kills him.
Oh, I don't have the addresses on these. That's kind of weird. What the hell? I've never seen that before.
Okay, you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. So just looking at the comps, if I'm gonna do it straight cash, we'd probably put about 20 grand of work into it. Whether I was gonna flip it or hold it, it still obviously would kind of be around the same price. I mean, I could get this done where you don't have to put any more work into it. You don't have to pay commissions. You don't have to deal with the realtor or do anything like that. And I know it's kind of hard for you to obviously go back and forth 45 minutes every time anything goes wrong with this. So I want to see if we could just work something out today so that we could get this closed for you quickly. But we'd probably be coming in where I was saying, honestly, like 200 to 210 if I'm doing it straight cash.
Okay, so I guess that is too low. I'm sorry, couldn't get anything done. So
No, it's okay. I mean, as I said, I did have another option. I mean, I have two other options for you. The one, I could probably come up a decent amount of money to get this done for you, but basically it would be where I would be making you payments. It wouldn't be a straight cash out on it. Like we would own it. We've done this for other people in the past where the house is in good condition like this. I would honestly rent it out to somebody. And then the benefit of this is you would basically still get the monthly payments without having to deal with the property. So you'd never have to go back here, never have to do any rehab. And basically you would be becoming the bank. If I could do that and I could come closer to that number that you were looking for, do you think that's something you'd consider?
okay, I don't understand this option though. So you don't own it, but I still get the money. I don't get it.
The deed would be transferring into our name. Whatever payments are left on the property, we would take over all of those payments. And then the difference of the equity you would be getting in monthly payments. So basically instead of you getting you paying your mortgage and you having to get the rental and deal with the rehab, you would now basically just be becoming our bank and we would be making you the monthly payments. And everything goes through a title company. We've done a bunch of these in the past for other people kind of in situations similar to this. But typically, this is a way for you to get more money out of it, probably more than you would get with the realtor or anyone else.
see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, no, that won't work because like I said, I need to get a different house and then that, and so I won't be able to do that if I'm getting it monthly.
Yep.
So that will not work.
Understood. No, it's not your fault. And then the other option, I mean, this option it would just take 60 to 90 days. The other option that we could do, like basically, you wouldn't have to do any rehab. You would, if an inspection comes back, you wouldn't have to deal with anything on this. We would handle everything for you. It's basically a white glove service where we would end up throwing it up on the open market for you. It would take 60 to 90 days instead of 30 to 60 days to close it. That's the only real difference that's important to you. And then you would still net this number that we would agree upon. So if we could come up in price and basically it wouldn't be exactly that 243, it wouldn't be there. But if I could come up in price and come closer above the 220, is that something you would consider if it would just take another 30 days, let's call it, and then you would actually net that number in your pocket?
No, we're still kind of low. I'm sorry.
Okay, so even if I could be like 230 in that range, that wouldn't be something you would consider.
No.
Got it. Okay, well, I just want to make sure, like, if someone's offering you cash above that 230 range, just please double vet them, make sure they're real, make sure they know what they're doing, and then it might end up just being about a better option for you to list it with the realtor. Maybe put the 10 grand in to make it look like that other one, sell it for the 290, and then that really might be the best option for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I appreciate your time today.
All right.
Okay, and if anything changes, I'll shoot you a text with my info again. And even if you end up wanting to look for other properties and everything, I mean, we always have deals. So, but if anything, if we can't buy this from you, maybe we can sell you one that makes good sense for you too.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay, I appreciate you. You have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Okay.
Good stuff, bro. Good
Didn't
stuff.
get the contract on that one, but I mean, I'm gonna pour everything into every call and see what we could do.
That's what
Okay,
we
which
do.
one?
I gotta pop off here real quick, but yeah, I want your eyeballs on this. It's listed FSBO on Zillow, has been I think for about 3 or 4 months. He's asking 70. Somebody offered him 65, and he turned it down. And he's like, "I'm just not gonna take less than 70." It's a big property. It's bigger than most lots in the area. It seems like this area is up and coming. Just because I see a lot of comps, there's a lot of lots that have sold, and then there's a lot of new builds that are going up in the neighborhood as well. And he was talking about some big old equestrian park that got built or whatever. That's, anyways, causing the market to,
What's he asking?
move. So he's asking 70.
Oh no.
I used new build comps, and there's some. I mean, I got an average of like 430, 440, and that calculation got me to like 65, 66K. But like cash comps, it's just hard for me to tell, and I can't look up the addresses on Zillow to confirm that it was off market because there's like no addresses on PropStream. I've never seen that before. You see what I'm talking about? Okay.
Give me 2 seconds.
But then yeah, after we
Hi.
kind of talk about this one, I gotta pop off.
So this is why it's a no.
Tell me.
Ready? Ready,
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah.
40, 45, 61, 35, 59, 59, 45, 48, 48, 50, 40, 40, 52, 52, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 50, 40. Every lot in this area is going for an average of about 50 grand. Maybe even a little bit less. I mean, if I really average it out, it's probably going to come around 50 grand. Maybe like 47. So that's public record sales. Maybe you can add a little bit more on the wholesale fee, but I would probably offer him like honestly 40 to 45 grand maximum, and I think that might even be pushing it. I'd say 40, 45 grand. And I would tell him, I would literally read off that list I just read to you, just leave out the 61s and the fucking 60s, and just be like, look, I mean, every lot in this area is going on an average of 40 grand, 45 grand. Some are going for 50, but they're bigger, stuff like that. And I get it.
I think his might be like the biggest in the whole neighborhood, honestly. He has, okay, there's one bigger. Let's see, the new build on that was sold for 412.
It's 10,000 square feet bigger though. So that's not like, basically they're building these new builds on his similar lot size. So it's not like, if it was like a double lot, that would be a difference. but they're all like I see what he's saying, but they're all basically around 50,000 square feet. He has 64,000 square feet. So like it's looking like the lots in this area that are selling are going around. Like you basically need 40 to 50,000 square feet minimum to build, which means like yeah, cool, you have a little bit extra land, but 10,000 square foot lot is only like it's normally a nice lot, but this is not in a crazy area.
Yeah. No, I got you. That's all good.
Am I frozen?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. The only reason I wanted you to take a look is just because all these don't have addresses, and I just don't really know how to run the cash comp method without an address. But I mean, what you're saying makes sense. I'm picking up what you're putting down, my brother. And yeah,
So
I'll just what's up?
without addresses, you're fine. I wouldn't even worry about that because I just went on PropStream and did the same thing. I'm just not looking up the addresses. You know what I mean? I'm like, the quickest way to do it on the cash comp method is just look up, like, dude, there's freaking 40, 45. Like, you're seeing all these numbers. So it's like, all right, we know for a fact. It's saying the square footage, it's saying the lot sizes, like that shit. So that shows you basically, they're all probably just parcel numbers, is probably what it is.
Got you. So I mean, so okay, question about that, and maybe this is good for the audience and the community who's watching, as we're trying to all learn the cash comp method. Like, there's a
Oh,
lot selling at like 40, 48, 50. I see those, but then I got one at like 60, one at 59.9, one at 61.3. So my question is, when doing this cash comp method, you just grab all of those and average them out rather than find the properties that are selling on the higher end and then use those as your average. Does that question make sense? That's kind of
are you asking like why am I not using the higher ones part of my average? Or are you asking why don't I just use the highest ones and use that as my average?
correct. Because like with the ARV method that most people know and that most people teach, you go and find not the
The
highest
highest
comp.
one.
Like I'm not looking for the outlier, but like I'm looking for the range where I can find the most comps that are selling at a higher price point, right? So in my head, just the way that I've been taught and the way I've done it in the past, I'm like, I want to take that 60, those two 60Ks, and then maybe throw in a couple of 50Ks, and my average ends up somewhere around 55. And then
Yep.
if we're doing the cash comp method where I'm adding the assignment fee because these are all off market, I'm throwing the average of 15K on there, and that gets me to about 70K. So I guess my question is, in that instance, would you just use those two higher comps and then maybe two or three of those lower comps and then average those out? Or are you
No.
just
Um
using the lower comps to be conservative?
so think about this, right? We're using the cash comps to try to figure out where a cash buyer wants to buy. So usually the highest cash comps are like your turnkey cash properties, right? So
Yeah.
like if anything, I'm trying to stay away from those and I'm trying to find it's almost like you want to be a skepticist. Like you want to like look for the bad, not look for the good. Cause like when you're going to sell this shit, it's like, well, why did that one sell for fucking 35 and everything else sold for 40? You know what I mean? And it's like once you can find that out, sometimes let's say we're talking about houses, not land. That 30, or let's say it was, I'll give you more extreme, 12 grand and everything else is selling for 30. Usually that 12 grand comp is either a knockdown or fire damage, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it's like I still want to look into those to see what's going on there. And then I'm also like, let's say everything I'm seeing is like 40, 40, 40, 50, 40, 30, 50, 40, 30. Then you see a 70, then you see a 90, then you see a 18. Like you want to see like the 70s and 90s are the turnkeys, right? They might have been an end buyer too. And then the 13s and the 12s are probably like the fire damages. So I think it's like that's what you want to be aware of. Like I don't want to use the 90K comps like it's an ARV because that is the outlier when like if everything else on average is selling for 50K, probably going to move my property around 50K unless my house is a fire damage or unless my house is turnkey. Usually if it's turnkey, it's going to be hard to do cash. Like usually it's an end buyer that's buying it looking more innovation. Usually if it's fire damage, I got to be around that 12 grand and we're gonna have to do something like that. So I think it's just being conscious on both those angles.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. I'll keep that in mind. But I got a couple conversations in. I'll probably make that guy an offer. I don't think he'll accept it. I got a few more people who have texted back in the CRM, so I'll work with those people throughout the day. Clarification: if I'm not live and I have a conversation with them and we lock up the contract, that still counts for the challenge, yes?
I locked up the contract yesterday off the live, 100%. It's whatever we lock up, no matter where it comes from, how it happens, how you get the deal, even if it's a fucking JV, from yesterday to whatever 90 days is from yesterday, we have to close and fund 250K each. So whether
Let's
it
get
comes, I don't care where it comes from. Obviously, the goal is to have everything come from Nelson and get all these deals done this way and have it all happen live on the call. But I mean, bro, we're usually going to be live for 2-3 hours a day, like every Friday, guys. Jordan's going to be a little out of it because he's going to be on the softball field. But the rest of the week, it's like, yeah, bro, you might have a closing happen at freaking 9 at night. And I don't know about you, but I'm not going to be like, no, I'm waiting until fucking 10 a.m. tomorrow to call you back because I got to go live then and have the content. Like, fuck no, bro.
Yeah.
It's just the live stream is for the accountability so that we're here every single fucking day and everyone sees we're actually fucking doing this.
All right, I got you. Well, I'll work these leads in my spare time in between games and shit today. But appreciate you this morning. Much love to you. Much love to you, Nelson. Appreciate you for the leads. And I got to get out of here. Game's about to start in 5 minutes. So I will see you later on the community call.
Let's get it. I'll see you at 5, bro. Let's get it today. Go get some of those
All
shits
right,
locked
sounds
up on the
good.
softball field.
Yes, sir.
Wait,
You know
Nelson,
how
you're
we do it.
muted.
Oh, I said no. I said I'll see you later. Hopefully your daughter has a great game.
Thanks,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
No, I appreciate that. She'll have a good
Have
one
her
for
some
sure.
grand slams.
Hey, that's how we do it. All right, fellas.
Let's
All right,
go.
man. Take care.
Peace.
Peace out, brother. Nelson, I don't know if you were here in that call. I had a very unrealistic seller. I tried to educate him as hard as I could. I'm putting him in the follow-up sequence. Not going to be a contract at all today. He was like, well, people are sending me checks in the mail for $242. And I'm like, yeah, that's marketing, brother.
Like that's a real cashable check that he could take to the bank. Yeah, that's called fraud. They're gonna lock you up for that one.
Yeah, no, he didn't think that, but he was like basically like, well, I have offers for $242. I'm like, brother, have you talked to them yet? They know what your tenant's paying. They know your house hasn't been fully updated. So
Yeah.
Good guy, really nice guy though. Like really, like he wasn't like he's what I'll call an unrealistic seller, but not like he's a real seller. He's just not a wholesale seller. You know, he's probably gonna listen and get it done that way. It's probably his best option.
Sometimes that's the route.
And I tried to pitch Novation. I tried to pitch Creative. It just wasn't going. This is him. All right, let me just put the sequence in here. Submitted offer. Probably cold. All right, cool. All right, let's keep these going, bro.
There it is, man. Let's see what we got going on today. Grind don't stop on a Friday.
No, it does not.
Let's see.
I gotta learn how to set up the triggers and go high level too, so that basically if someone says like no back to a text, it just automatically puts them into the archive and then they'll follow up in like 6 months or some shit like that. We gonna mess around with it. I'm gonna figure it out.
No, man, it's just how the game goes, brother.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make a call.
I got you. Nelson said he's signing the contract before Joey today, guys.
Yeah, right.
This is Ethan. Leave me a message.
Well, we know that that's the right person here. Let me see. Let me do the Joey Bibbo double dial.
This is Ethan. Leave me a message.
Dude, it's been, you know how long it's been since I've done some seller calls?
How long has it been, bro?
Bro, it's been a while, man, because I've been on Newleey. I've been trying to make sure everybody else can call people.
No, we in the trenches, baby.
Keep it coming.
Mr. Mariance.
Hello.
Hey, is this Mr. Naranians?
I'm sorry?
Is this Mr. Naranians?
Yes.
I think we were texting a couple of days ago that you might be looking to sell your property in California.
Did I send that to you?
Yeah, I think you had texted us that you might be looking to list it soon, and I think you were asking if we had an offer.
Or which property?
The one on Gold Spike Road.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it in the market.
Okay, I mean, is it something if I got you an offer on, we could get the process going without you having to list it?
Okay, what you offering?
Okay. Do you know, I guess, how much you're going to be looking to get for it?
Prices gone up in that area, so prices gone up that area. I have to put over 800 in market.
You have to get over 800 for it?
Yes.
Really? 'Cause I think Zillow has it at like 581. Has there been homes selling around that 800 range?
Realize is wrong. Realize not accurate.
Okay. Okay. I mean,
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I gotta know more about the property to get you an offer. Like I can basically go through the process with you right now and get you an offer on this call. But is it something?
What offer? Where are we at? What are you gonna offer?
I have no idea until I know more about it. Like I don't know if there's work that needs to be done, if it's turnkey. I don't know anything about it to get you an offer. But if you can give me information on it, I can get you an offer. I just kind of want to see where your head's at. Like, is it something if I can get you what it's worth in its current condition, you'd be willing to sell it to us?
The condition is excellent condition. I mean, so it's a remodel.
It's completely remodeled, so it's like brand new inside and out.
It's completely remodeled. It's a beautiful house. I mean, you should have seen the. Did you see the pictures?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, it's with the downstairs. It's over 4,000 square feet.
Got you.
If you take, but if you take a legal estimate, that would be to about 2,800, 2,800. It was last time it was measured about 2,800 square feet.
Wait, so it's 2,800 square feet or it's 4,400 square feet? I'm sorry.
For, the downstairs, with the downstairs, it's for over 4,000.
Got it. Got it. Okay, and it's legally the 4,000, obviously, because I think that's what's saying on the tax records too.
I think legally it's 27, I believe.
Okay. Okay. And okay. I mean, honestly, just doing a quick look on this. Usually, if it's turnkey, it's not going to be for me. I'm usually looking for something that needs some work on it, and I mean, I do have other strategies I could maybe get you more money for it on. But it's looking like the highest price home that's really ever sold in this area is about 680. So I definitely wouldn't be anywhere near the 800 range. It might. I mean, I don't even know if it would sell in the market at the 800 range right now. Like, it looks gorgeous. I mean, I'm sure you're going to get a good number for it.
Yeah,
But
there's houses on 800 and more than 800 at the school finish that area.
really,
Yes.
so I'm looking right now at what's sold. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, it's good comparables already. I have some comparables already. I have some comps that was sold over 800.
Okay. I mean, I could take a deeper dive and see if it's something we could do. It's just seeming like this is definitely out of our ballpark. I think everything. I mean, there's a couple $1 million properties
So
this
you
year.
plan.
This would either be for me or for my investors. I mean, it depends on the deal, but regardless, I just know I wouldn't be. I think I'd be coming anywhere near 800 grand. Yeah, I'm just looking at everything that's sold. I mean, there was a couple that sold really high prices. I'm seeing it, but basically everything else is kind of going in the 5s to 6 ranges. And I mean, I just would have to pay basically all the comps that it's doing.
These houses not near to my house. They're not remodeled. The location, the views. I mean, the size, and then, like I mentioned, some houses sold over 800,000.
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I could take a deeper look into it. Is there? Let me see how much land there is.
I think it's close to 3 acres, I believe.
It's about 3 acres. Okay. And is that what you were going to be listing at? Was that 800?
No, I'm gonna do probably over and down it. So probably hopefully I will get an offer I can make hopefully.
Okay, like you're thinking it should probably sell around that 800, or you're thinking it's going to actually sell for more?
I think so because it's really beautiful. Once somebody comes seeing inside and do comparables with other houses, this one is gorgeous.
Understood. Okay. I mean, if I could get you around that number, is it something you'd be ready to sign paperwork on today?
Around what numbers?
Around the 800 range.
If you bring me an offer,
Yeah.
yeah, why not? There has to be a solid offer, you know, there has to be a solid offer, you know. There has to be strong and solid offers, you know, yeah, let's continue this.
Yeah. Okay. No, honestly, I'm just trying. I was thinking. I'm seeing some $1 million properties going around here that I was thinking might be able to work. But taking a deeper dive, I'm definitely not going to be your buyer. I don't want to waste your time today.
No problem.
Okay. I appreciate you, brother. You have a great rest of your day, man.
Sure, you should.
So I was looking deeper for a second because at first I pulled it up. That's why I didn't even take it through the actual process, guys. I was like, nah, 800K. Like, it is in California, but looking at the freaking area over here, every comp I found was like 650, whatever. Then I'm digging deeper, and there are some $1 million houses over here. I was like, oh shit, maybe this might be a good one. And I'm just being a little judgmental. What's up?
I said maybe you're just not seeing it.
Yeah, maybe I wasn't seeing it. But then I looked deeper, and every one that sold in the millions was like 5,700 square foot homes, 6 acres of land, like just freaking gorgeous, and like his is definitely nice, but it ain't what theirs is at all. Like not even close. So yeah, that was one I'm not going to put too much time into. It could have been maybe an ovation, but that would have been a waste of everyone's time.
Been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Just one of those days, man, where they don't want to pick up.
I'm getting them picking up. I'm just trying to get some realistic people. This is the game that we're in.
That's truly the game we're in.
Your call has been forwarded.
Can't get them
One
on.
more.
If I might, if I get someone on the phone, I may have to be like, hey, what's the name of your company real quick or whatnot. If you want to throw it in the private chat, that way I don't have to.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Tell them devoted buyers.
Devoted by
Alias names. Amor, por favor, organizarme un café. Un momentito. I have my girl make me some Colombian coffee.
Your call has.
That's the bro. I like never drink coffee when I'm back in the States, and I stopped taking pre-workout now, and I only drink coffee here. It's so fucking good.
That's how it works. You know what? This is a good market. I've done a deal there before.
Where'd this guy just go? Is it called him? This guy's in 35K and it's all years, and I think, oh no, here it is. Oh, Jacksonville. Let's go. Hey, Linda? Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, hey, Linda, this is Joey. I think we were texting about your property in Jacksonville. Okay, you're looking to sell that?
I am. It's not on the market yet, but it will be in the next week or two.
Oh, okay. Did you already sign like listing documents, or are you kind of just trying to figure everything out first?
Yeah, I'm just trying to finish the renovation.
Oh, okay. So
I don't
you're
have a realtor or anything.
got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. Do you have any idea what you're gonna be looking for it?
I am probably gonna list it at 285.
Got it. Got it. Was this a flip for you, or this is like a primary residence?
Yes, the flip.
Oh, okay. Understood. Okay, I'm probably not going to be your buyer then. Honestly, if this was a flip for you, I'm an investor myself. So,
Okay.
so I mean, to pay, I'm guessing you're going to obviously be looking for retail value. I see you literally just purchased it for 210. I know you're going to want to make some money on it. I don't think that would be a good fit for either of us.
Yeah. Are you looking for unrenovated property?
Yeah. Do you have any others you're looking to sell that aren't renovated yet?
No, but future reference.
Say it again.
I said no, but future reference.
Yeah.
I can give you mine.
Yeah, if you ever get stuff that aren't fully renovated, I mean, I'm usually looking for value add projects, and I also wholesale myself, so maybe I can find you your next deal as well.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the call.
Absolutely. And do you just buy in Jacksonville? Okay. Okay. And just flips, or you'll do holds? Like, what is your strategy usually?
What's that?
Do you just do flips, or will you also do like buy and holds? What is typically your strategy?
All of the above.
Oh, okay. How long you been doing it for?
Let's see, probably 4 years now.
4 years. Okay. Has it been a good experience so far?
Yes, it has. Never a dull moment.
that is an understatement.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
All right. Well, I better get going back for work, but thank you for the call.
Thanks for your time today, Linda. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Who knows, guys? I might turn into a buyer lead right there. Only does Jacksonville. I was gonna try to push her a little bit further, but she was like trying to rush me off, and probably could have got the rest of the information. If Mauricio, if you're watching this, I don't want to fucking hear it. I know I should have pushed her a little bit further, but sometimes you guys gotta milk every single lead for what it's worth. Like you never. I'll give you guys the best example. Actually, I locked up a contract on Tuesday. This is a contract in Baltimore. This was not a Newleey lead, Nelson. I'm sorry. You want to know where this lead came from? I was fucking cold calling a cold buyers list for another deal that we had in Baltimore, and the guy was like, "I'm not buying, but I'm selling." He had a property he bought for 77 grand. His tenants destroyed it, and literally he sold it to us for 33 grand. And it's like that came from fucking just digging deeper and not just being like, you know, not just staying on the surface is like, oh, well, that's all. I just got this deal and that's all I'm looking for. So just understand, guys, leads can come from fucking anywhere. So definitely milk things as far as you can, and that's how you'll make the most amount of money because there's always gonna be opportunities. But yeah, she ain't my seller, Nelson. That one was she's like, I'm literally about to finish a flip and list it in a week. Where we at?
Your call has been forwarded to.
Man, you getting them on the phone? I can't get them.
I think I know why, Nelson.
My Texas number.
You just got to bring them over here.
There you go. There you go.
I got the hands like this right now. I'm going to get a contract within the next call or two, bro. I'm feeling it. I just got to freaking get someone, just kind of sift through these leads and get someone on these phones. That is my person. This guy wants $900K for property in Raleigh, North Carolina. Let's see this.
Hello? Uh-oh, we got him. If we get him on the phone, we'll call him back. You know what happens when you have all these missed calls and you're not doing like dialing anymore? My phone's gonna be blowing up later on.
I know. It's like second you get off the live, like you just.
Oh, second I get off the line, somebody call this number.
It's like, yep, that was me. Mauricio, the Dispo King himself. What is good? Let's get some of these fucking deals moved.
know you ain't, Jesse. I know you're there.
Please leave your message.
Oh, today ain't my day on it.
What's your offer? Chris, yes.
Esas direcciones que me mandaron, yo no sé dónde busco eso. ¿Dónde las busco?
Hello,
Hey, Andrew.
this is Andrew.
Hey, this is Joey. I think you were texting Mary about your property, the one in Lebanon.
Yeah, they sent me a text and that's what I was telling. I was asking what the offer was.
Okay, is it something you're actually looking to sell? I could get you an offer by the end of this call.
Yeah, I'm looking to sell it, but it's not going to be till mid-July because I have people in there.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's May, so it's only 2 months. Usually I could get it closed out in about 60, 90 days if that works.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do you know how much you're looking to get for it?
I was asking for 140.
Wait, Andrew, say that one more time. You were breaking up. I'm sorry.
140.
140 grand for it. Okay. Okay. If I could get you a number that made you happy, and obviously we can close in your time frame, is it something you'd be ready to get going on right now?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. And are you the only one on the deed, or is there anyone else that would have to be here for this call?
No, nobody else is on the deed.
No one else is on it. Perfect. Okay. Okay, so just a little bit about how my process works. I'm just going to ask you a couple questions about the property, and then I'll get you an offer on the call. If the offer makes sense, I'll send you over a purchase agreement. We'll go over everything together. As long as you're good with everything in the agreement, we'll sign it, send it over to a title company. They'll keep you protected as a seller and us as the buyers. Then we'll just pick a closing date of your choosing to receive the money, and title will send that via wire transfer or certified check. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Tell me about the condition of the property. How's like the foundation and structure of it?
Good.
Okay.
I got my daughter and great-granddaughter living in it, so
Daughter and granddaughters are living there right now?
yeah.
Okay. Understood.
My daughter bought a new house. That's why she's moving out mid-July.
That's
I don't
awesome.
want to be a landlord, so I'm just going to sell it. So.
Understood. Understood. Have you ever been a landlord in the past, or is this
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. So you know how that process goes then.
Yeah.
Okay. And how
I just don't have time to do it. So.
No, I get it. I get it. It's a people think it's passive income, but it's not.
No, it's a full-time job.
100%. Absolutely. Okay. And then what about the roof? Do you know how old the roof is on it?
About 2 years old. I haven't even put on 2 years ago.
2 years old. Okay. Beautiful. And then what about like the mechanicals? Is there ever been like the electrical updated?
No, not updated, I wouldn't say. I mean, everything works and functions properly.
Okay, but it's
As far as the plumbing, electrical. I had a new HVAC and hot water heater put in about 5 years ago.
okay. But do you know if the wire? Because I know the house was built in like what, the early 1900s. Is it is like the wiring still original to them, or did they ever update that wiring?
No, that's updated. Yeah, the house at 505 North Clark Street is, I think, built in the 60s, I think.
Got it. Okay. Was Was there another house there before or something? They knocked it down and built a newer house or something? It's coming up as 1908 though.
The guy I bought it from had a bunch of updates done to it before I bought it.
Okay. Okay. Do you know when that was? By chance?
2008, I think.
Okay, so like they probably did the wiring, like everything in 08.
Right.
Okay. Do you know about the plumbing?
Yeah, it's all good too.
Okay, so did they do like a full gut basically in 08?
I think they did.
Okay.
It was, you know, I mean, it was in good shape. I actually bought two houses on the same street. I bought one when I saw them out with my daughter.
Oh wow, okay.
And my son was actually moved away. My daughter moved into that one, and then I put my parents in the other one.
That's insane. You're a good son and a good dad. Most people would not do that for their kids.
No, not at all. I'm built different though. So
No,
I was
it's
in a position to help, so I did.
100%. No, that's what I'm trying to build right now for when I have kids. I can do the same exact thing.
That's right, man.
Abs-
Hard enough in the world, so.
No, absolutely, absolutely. Make those things at least a little bit easier on them.
You got it.
Definitely.
They had to work for it, trust me.
What'd you have
Give
them?
it to them. They had to work for it, so.
What'd you have them do in terms of work to get the houses?
They had to do certain levels of education. They had to maintain a certain credit score. They had to maintain a certain amount of money in the bank at all times. Had to invest a certain amount. So I made sure I got them on the right track. If I died tomorrow, they take care of it.
No, that's the way you got to do it because a lot of people would just get them the house, but they wouldn't teach them the skills. And then it's like literally, if you die tomorrow, then there's nothing. They don't have the skills; they just have the house, and now they literally have to learn everything on their own again. So that's the way to do it for a fact.
Yep.
No, I respect that a lot. Definitely. And then on did you say the AC was updated too? I'm sorry, in 08?
About 5 years ago, I had AC and hot water heater put in.
Okay, 5 years ago.
Yeah, central air.
Beautiful. Okay. And
I'm
foundation.
in the process of going down and getting, because it's listed as a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, when you look it up. But there was a great big living room. So I made the other section of that a bedroom, so I'm in the process of getting a permit to make it a 3-bedroom, 1 bath.
Making a 3-bed, 1 bath. Okay.
Because I keep getting calls here about like it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. I said, I'm waiting on a permit. It's actually 3-bedroom, 1 bath. But I know that makes a difference, you know.
No,
It adds a couple, $20,000. So
yeah, 3-bed will definitely help. So basically, when we close on it, it'll already be permanent as a 3-bed, 1 bath.
right.
Okay. Cool. Oh, that'll help. Okay. See, and then what about like inside, like cosmetically? Is there would we have to like update the kitchens, bathrooms, floor, and paint?
Probably, the bathroom's a bit dated, you know what I mean? It's early 2000s. With all the fancy stuff now, everybody would probably want that updated.
Okay.
Kitchen, it's functional. It's more 2010. You know what I mean? Doesn't look that bad, but again, to maximize profit, yeah, you probably want to update it a little.
Okay. Yeah, no, it sounds like, yeah, we
As far as
probably.
paint goes, my daughter and son-in-law basically painted every single room. Got hardwood floors in it, and they use rugs, so the floors are in pretty decent shape.
Okay. So it's more just going to be kitchen, bathroom, like maybe floors, maybe like refurbishing the hardwood floors to make it look really nice.
I think we might have lost Joey there for a second. See if he comes back. Uh-oh. Think Joey's froze out. Uh-oh. All right, we'll give him a little minute. I know he's on the phone, so no, there he goes. All right, so it's just me on the live now. Thank you, Joey. All right, guys. Well, we'll see if we can get him back in here. I don't have a show to put on for you like Joey does. Joey's in the middle of closing something. Joey, we need you. All right, we'll see if his gosh, his internet will get back on so that he can make it back in here. Gosh, Lee, even if I get a seller on the phone today, I'll be choking and dying. All right, the man's back. The man, the myth, the legend.
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry, Andrew. Say that one more time. It was like breaking up the last second.
I said I'd rather sell it to someone and let them make $50,000, $60,000.
Oh, no, I appreciate that. As long as I can make something on it, then I mean, we'll get this deal done right now. The numbers just got to be there. We'll be good.
The house next door sold a couple months ago for $312, and it's back on the market for $324. But that guy put over $100,000 in that house.
Really?
Yeah, because that house was garbage, bro. They should have tore it down and rebuilt a brand new one, but he didn't. He basically just gutted it and started over. Put 150,000, 160,000 in this thing like an idiot. So
Jeez. I had a.
he's never gonna get 324 out of it, brother. He's just not. The best he's probably gonna do is around 230 for it. But he's gonna lose on that house all day.
Jeez. Yeah, I know some guys that were doing stuff like that, and I'm like, why are you putting this much freaking money into these things? We had one in. This was in North Carolina. The guy was like, he was already 120 in. And I was like, so how much more are we gonna have to put in? He's like, 80 grand. I'm like, 80 grand? It was like a 1,200 or no, it was 120 deep.
No way.
I'm like, bro, where did you put your money? Like, you got like diamond plated toilet seats, or like, what's going on?
Exactly. Well, exactly.
Yeah, dude,
40 in a house and split it, dude. There's something going on.
that's what I'm saying. Unless it's like, once we got to go on the walls and do all the crazy shit, obviously that's different. But like from the earth, if everything was up to in 2008, even if it was like the boiler and everything was 2008, sounds like it's just a cosmetic job. And this could be a quick, easy flip or buy and hold or something for us.
Right. We're just gonna rip it out whatever if you're in that game. So
No, definitely. Yeah, that's great.
the 2-bedroom, 1-bath in my area are averaging 160 to 185, I'd say. Then you add, 30, 40 for the 3-bedroom, 1-bath in the area. And this area is blowing up because Eli Lilly just put in a $2.5 billion facility out here. So the housing market will about to blow up. So keep looking at revenue to buy more.
No, definitely.
I'm telling you, dude, they're gonna bring about 5,000, 6,000 people to this town.
Really?
Yeah, this town's about to blow up. The housing market in this town is about to go crazy.
What are they? What is it that they're putting in there?
The medicine facility where they're producing the medicine and everything,
Oh shit!
and then they're building a research center on the other side of town. So between the two facilities, there's 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people coming to this town for sure, and they're gonna need a place to stay.
100%. That's crazy.
And they got the workers now that's renting places. Like if my daughter wasn't there, I could get $2,500 a month out of my house right now on rent. That's how crazy it's going right now.
That's insane.
Ridiculous. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, no, I gotta definitely gotta run my numbers, see where we could be at. But this sounds like it could be something we could work out. I don't know if just being straight up, I don't know if we could only move it at 200. I don't think I'd be at 140. But is there any like if I could give you
There's some room there to negotiate. You know me, I'm gonna start high. You're gonna start low. We'll meet in the middle. You know how it goes.
exactly? I'll start at like
Got him.
200, and we'll meet somewhere.
Right. We'll meet somewhere in the middle.
Nah, I like the way you work, brother. I'm sure we're gonna work something out. I just gotta make sure wherever we buy it at, I'm just not shooting myself in the foot. And I could definitely, and especially with the time frame, I mean that makes it easier too. I think it's just figuring out, I guess, which option we're gonna do to get this done. And how long? I guess do you also like flip, do anything else? Like, are you actually an investor on the other side too? Or what does that look like? So I know you said you had some
I
rentals
was
in the past.
for a little while, because I was hooked up with a guy named Nathaniel Lennox here in Lebanon. And he at one point he owned 65% of Lebanon. So,
Oh wow.
that's how I got these two houses. I got two houses for the price of one for him.
That is not a bad deal.
No, not at all. And they were on the same street, so yeah, I'll take it. It's easy to work on. And then I fixed a few little things as far as cosmetic goes. Like I said, I stuck my daughter in one, my son in one. They have family, so there you go. Take a mortgage and you're good to go. I wasn't making anything on, just here, you're responsible for it kind of thing.
Understood. And you don't gotta deal with it, and they get a good house. That's the best way to do it.
And then, like I said, my son moved on, and okay, so my daughter took over his house, and it was a little bigger than the other one, but not much. And then I put my parents in the other one because they don't need a gigantic house. But
Understood. And the square footage, it's like 1,062 still, right?
yeah, the house square footage is the same, but the living area is huge. And for some reason, they had like a, I don't know, like at some point, it was a room, and then they knocked the wall out and made it a bigger living area. So I rebuilt the wall, put it back in.
Okay.
That's why I said I go out and get the permit and make sure that they update it, that it's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and it's all good. So.
That makes sense. Okay. And then you said the rentals over here are crazy, right?
Oh yeah. I said if you're in this business, you need to stay in Lebanon for a little while. Crawfordville, Lebanon, Frankfurt, Thorntown, all the towns surrounding Lebanon. Look, I'm telling you, it's gonna blow up.
We do a lot of stuff in Indy, and then we closed one in Muncie last year, or actually might have been, it was either December or January. I'm so bad with time right now. But they're like, I'm starting to see, I'm from Jersey myself. Like I never really did stuff out here until last year. And recently it seems like this is like all that we're doing business in is this Indy area. So
Yeah, Advance is another town out here. You want to look in that town because it's blowing up. Jamestown's another one. I mean, I give you 10 towns around Lebanon, it's going to blow up. I'm telling you. Look in this market and buy what does it do.
well, maybe I'm gonna get you back in the game and we're gonna buy some stuff together. Who knows?
Right, I come out of retirement.
Let's do it.
Watch your stuff around here, man. Watch.
No, I'm seeing it. Okay. So let me give me literally 1 minute. I'm just like looking at the comps really quick, just trying to see really what we'd have to do, where we'd have to be. I guess just really quick before I put you on hold, where do you think, I guess like numbers wise, because you obviously know this area a little bit better than me, everything. Where do you think, I guess on the rehab I'd really have to put in? Like, do you think like 20, 30 grand, something like that would get the job done to get something in the 200s?
Yeah, I'd say 20 to 30. That's a fair estimate.
Okay, like 40 is like pushing it, you think?
Oh, yeah, 40 would be, yeah, you're really going up and beyond the 40 for sure.
Okay. And then you're saying, because I'm seeing there's like a couple that were selling around like what, like 2 to 220 basically? Is that kind of the range it should sell at?
That's my guess, because that's about what the 3-bedroom, 1 bath are going. Of course, you get the some that's go crazy for 300 and stuff, but it's weird how that stuff happens.
Yeah, no.
2-bedroom, 1 bath are popping for 160, 185 in that range on the daily, and then you add that 3rd bedroom and it pops at 200 to 250 all day long.
Okay. Well, give me 1 second then. Let me just double check my numbers, and then let me get you an offer, and let's get this thing started right now. Give me a second. I'm sure we're gonna get a number that works for both of us.
All right, yeah, I'll wait.
All right, thanks, Andrew. Just placing you on a brief hold.
Okay.
These are my favorite types of sellers, guys.
He's
Like,
realistic.
dude,
Let's get the closer.
So realistic, and You saw how I was like, because I knew 140 wasn't going to be the number. Like that's just like he's saying I could go at freaking what is it, 200 grand, 220. It's probably 220's ARV on this realistically. I mean, there's a couple that sold 240. But if I'm gonna do like a quick ARV and be real conservative with it, there's 2-1 selling for 225. So it's probably gonna be
The crazy thing
not
is 240. 240 is already not really a horrible place to land at. So if ARV is truly 220, I mean, I would
Yeah.
say
I
if you
think
could get them down to 120, you might be in a decent spot. I don't know how much work it needs. I was gone. I haven't been listening too much.
Oh no, this only needs cosmetics, bro. It's probably 20-30 grand of work max.
Oh yeah, I think if you get them at 120, you're not even in a bad place. I mean, obviously you want to get them lower, but you see, he started off high at 140. I mean,
Yeah, and he says I'm gonna start off low, so he already knows what we're about to hit him at. I feel like I'm gonna start at 10.
Maybe 5. It ain't much older than that.
Sometimes they give you the sauce, guys.
yeah.
I'm like, you saw my ears go up.
I
I'm
may
like,
even
oh,
hit him.
shit.
I may even hit him with like one of these. Well, you said you're going to start high. I said I'm going to start low. So you already know I'm coming in low. What do you think my number is?
Hit him with the reverse psychology.
If you hit him with that, what do you think my number is? That's his low number. That's his lowest number that he's prepared to go.
I'm thinking we could probably move this at. I think we could probably move this at like 130, 135, like 140 probably the most. Let me see something really quick. Let's make sure my.
This is the art of negotiation, guys.
Yeah, I probably can move this at 140 as a flip. Probably 135, 140. So I got to be at like 120 max. Okay. And you still here?
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right, cool. So basically, double check the numbers on everything. I'm seeing probably. I want to be super conservative on the ARV, like what I could sell it for. Definitely 200. I mean, for a fact, it's going to sell for 200. There were a couple that were selling for 220. Just depending on how good we do it on the back end, it's going to be anywhere from that 2 to 220 range. And then I think 30 grand is probably like exactly what it's going to cost me to fix it up. So basically, I mean, I'm not going to make 60 here. If you want to let me make 60, I'd be coming in at like 80 grand. But I know that's not. I could probably pay a little bit higher than that and actually make it work. I probably could get this done around 100 to 110 cash.
I'll just discuss things with my wife. And then call me back tomorrow.
Have you and your wife talked like bottom line yet or anything like that?
No, this kind of just popped up, so.
Okay, so I guess at that 110, is that a number you think we could actually get this done at?
It's a good possibility.
Okay, and she's not around now to maybe like merge her in and we all just talk together, see if we can get this worked out right now?
Nah, she's not here right now, so.
Got you. Okay. Is there any way we could get this started today?
You can email me some information. Or just email me.
Okay, what type of information would you want me to send? I mean, realistically, I just want to see if we can work out an agreement right now. I can send over a purchase agreement, and we could just get the whole process started today.
All right. Well, I mean, just could you send an official email saying, you offered it the 110 or whatever, and I can send it off to show her.
If I did that, do you think we could get it done within the next like hour or two before I get out of here?
I don't think we can get it done today. She won't be home for
Got it. Got it. And she did, like, obviously you got to talk to your wife about everything. There's no way to get this done this with you.
No, man, I've been here 35 years, brother. I ain't never sleep on the couch.
I don't want you sleeping on the couch either, brother. I don't want my girl putting me out either. So I get it.
Yeah, man.
Okay, because typically once I send the offer, what a lot of other people do is obviously they'll go call everyone else in the area, be like, yo, I got an offer at 110, and then try to price me out and shout me out. Is there any way if I send it over, we can get it done like tonight then, if I maybe call you back in a couple hours when she is home? So I'm gonna be out of the office for the next like 3 hours, but then I'll be back. And if we get it done today, that would be definitely easier to get it started today.
Yeah, I understand, man. I feel more comfortable. I'll talk to my wife and call me back.
Okay.
I got one other person call me on the house, but and you're being upfront with everything, so
100%.
I like the way you do it, man. So the other guy's being a little bit shady, so I just hung up on him.
Really?
He tried to offer like 40,000 per house. I just hung up on him. I had no time for that shit.
Dude, your house is, look, I would love to get it for 80K, make a quick 60, 70 grand on it. But at the end of the day, like it got to make sense for you too. It's just I'm not greedy. I just got to I got to keep the lights on. That's all I got to do.
Exactly. That's what I said. I'm willing to let somebody else make a little bit too. I'm not greedy either, but I'm not going to give it away.
No, 100%, 100%. No,
I don't
definitely.
like to be a landlord, but I'll go back to being one if I have to.
No, me and you are working this hour. You're not going to be a landlord.
That's right.
Okay, so if you could just do me the solid, just don't sign anything until I call you tomorrow morning. That's all I ask. And
Yeah, no, nothing like that's gonna happen, but if you do that, call me tomorrow afternoon. We'll go to there for sure. We can get a little time to talk about that.
Yeah, no, go talk to your wife, get everything figured out on that end, and then I'll circle back. I guess would it be okay if I circle back tomorrow around like 12, 1 o'clock?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. Okay, perfect. And do you need me to send the email, or do you just want to go talk to her, tell her the number?
I'll just talk to her.
Okay, let her know, and then I'll get it.
Where you at in Jersey, bro?
So, long story short, I live in Columbia full time now, the country.
Right.
I'm from West Orange, New Jersey, which is do you know New Jersey at all?
Yeah, we go to Hackensack.
Ah, Lido's in Hackensack is some of the best pizza.
Yeah, we deliver cancer medicine.
Really?
So we go to the hospitals and the cancer research center to deliver the medicine to Hackensack the whole time. So,
Oh, that's amazing. So that's that's basically what you guys do for business?
yeah, I had a business over 2019 because I wanted to retire to die, and I got bored, so we got to deliver cancer medicine.
That's amazing.
Very rewarding job. So.
No, absolutely. Ironically enough, I have 3 properties that we're getting done right now, and all 3 of them have cancer, and it's all very unfortunate situations. But we're actually able to help all 3 of them. It's just been these have been heart pullers. Like it's been rough, but I'm glad I'm at least able to help them get the houses done because they were all 3 of them honestly weren't looking like we were going to be able to close on them, and then last minute everything ended up working out. It was like God was on our side for them. It was freaking insane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Excellent, man. God is good, man. God is good.
He definitely is, brother. It is a fact. I mean, it was like I was literally losing sleep at night over these deals, and it was like the next day I was like saying prayers and everything, and it freaking came together.
Like, please come through for sure.
And it all worked out, and I mean,
It worked out, brother.
no, I appreciate it, brother. One we're closing on Monday. The other one's like another week and a half, and then the other one, once I get off this call, I gotta get everything finalized with them by like tonight, and then that one will be closing the next like month. So just thank God everything's working out.
Awesome.
Yeah, man. But
you're okay with the closing in July sometime?
yeah, closing in July is fine. I mean, obviously, I want to get everything done quick, but
I gotta give my daughter time to do her stuff.
no, it's your family, bro. I'm not here to uproot people from their lives or homes or anything. But if anything, it gives me enough time to get everything squared away on my end on the finance side. Because typically I raise money for everything. I also work with other investors, give deals to other investors too sometimes. But regardless, we'll be able to get this thing done. Everything will be finalized within the next couple of weeks, and then we'll be absolutely able to close by July for you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll get this thing done.
All right, sounds good, man. Okay, let me talk to her, and I'll wait for your call tomorrow between 12 and 1.
Okay, perfect. I appreciate you, Andrew.
And your name again?
My name's Joey Bivol. I'm gonna shoot you a text from my cell phone too, just so you have my cell number as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And any questions, anything you need, just hit me up, bro.
All right, sounds good, man.
All right, you take care.
All right, thanks, Joe. You too.
Thanks, Andrew. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So,
Done deal.
done deal. I'm like, I know the contract's not signed yet, guys, and like I'm the one that's like, if you don't
You guys-
close them on the call, it's not a deal. But
That's Joey's mindset. The rapport, dude. I had my very first deal. I built the rapport so good. A wholesaler that knew the property and he knew that I got it for 90 when he was getting it for like 120 and it was worth 400. He called the seller and was like, he's ripping you off. Don't do this. Deal with them. And I had built rapport with this lady for so long. She called me. I was like, yeah, this guy called me, but look, I don't care. She told me this exact words. I don't care how you get this deal done as long as it's legal. I'm going to work with you. So you built the rapport, buddy, and you can't beat that. Rapport can't be be beaten sometimes, even by price.
that's what I'm saying. My bad. I'm calling him as well. But bro, it's like,
Oh, you're good.
with that level of rapport, yeah, make you call your seller.
I'm on
transfer you,
live right now. You okay? What's
and
wrong?
then we gonna be good. We gonna be good.
Fine, I'm fine. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
I wasn't sure that was like that. I was like, let me mute him really quick.
No, dude,
It's like, I'm good.
life is happening all around us, and so you got to be a husband, you got to be a business owner, you got to be an investor, you got to be a closer on the phone sometimes. Nah, that was a good one, dude. I think you pushed and pushed, and you stopped right at the perfect point. He's got, he like you said, only 2 other people called him. He's not going anywhere most likely. And honestly, I thought you went too low with the 110, but that's what happens. He said it's a possibility. You were already
Shoot your shot.
You were already making $5,000 at 140. Probably. He was already ready to go to 120. So 110 for him is probably thinking, that's 10 grand less. I can get it over with. I like the guy. Let's make it happen. Worst case, he'll come to you and say 115 or 120, and you're already in the money.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, shoot your shot, guys, because like fucking, I could have easily been like I was going to say 110 to 115, and I'm like, why would I not start lower? Like, at the end of the day, this is investing, and we are in negotiations. And the lower you go, the lower they will go, and then the better the deal you have, and the higher likelihood you are of closing it. Like, it's so funny because a lot of people are like, they try to go for like a 30, 40, 50 grand fee. I just try to go for what's going to get it done, and then I end up making a 30 grand fee. And I think that's the difference. Like, instead of chasing the big money, just chase getting the closings, and the closings are going to come, guys. It's how it goes. And then I'm not even just closings are going to come. The big fees are going to come through the volume. And that's really how this business is. But let me just send him the text.
That's good stuff, man. Joey's the closer. Closings look a lot of different ways. Build the rapport, get them on the phone, schedule the next call, have some commonalities, make it happen.
We make it happen, man. Tyler Osborne said he's locking up 4 in Texas now and seller finance over 20 years. Hey,
Nice work.
Let's get it, Tyler, bro. I fucking love that shit. Call back Andrew.
Oh yeah, definitely was recording that, so that's getting popped.
What's up?
I said just the call you just did. I said definitely was recording that, so that's getting cut up.
Oh, bro. I want to let me just put this in my calendar so I don't lose my train of thought, and then I kind of want to break that down for everyone really quick too, because there was some shit on there that I don't know if anyone noticed at the beginning of the call, and then there was a moment where everything changed on the call. And I want to just kind of go over that because there's a strategy I did on there that is a very basic sales strategy But at the end of the day, you gotta use it. So let me break it down. Let me just triple check. Hold on. Got the date for tomorrow. Call back. I got the alert. We're good. All right. So check it out, guys. If you heard his tone at the beginning of that call, he was like not having any of it. Like literally let me see if I have the call recording already, because if I could play this for you guys, that would be a good little education moment for everyone. But we started off that call with him being very cold. Like there was no like he was not fucking with the boy at first at all. And if you guys heard the way that I did my upfront agreement, like when I tell them about the process, I want to see if you guys listen back to live, whatever. Listen to my tone. Like I was very cold, I was very serious, and I was very short and to the point because he had a little bit of a red personality. So I did what's called mirroring him, guys. That's the little sales technique I did. And I basically just I listened to his tone, and I do this naturally now because I've been doing this shit for so long. This is something you guys will have to be conscious of as you do the business. But I heard his tone, and he was just like, you heard him, guys? He's like 140. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Like that's kind of how he started. And then I'm like, look, so the way my process works is I'm going to ask you a couple questions about the property, then I'm going to get you an offer on this call. Like I went cold with him, and by the end of it, he literally opened up like everything. Like that was like the turning point in the call right there, was when I went at him a little bit hard. And then I was like, so tell me about the condition. And then he just starts going. And he's like, well, my daughter lives in there, blah, blah. And he like slowly starts freaking opening up. And that was it. Wait, hold on. He texted me back one more time. Exactly. He's like,
And I always think a good sign is when you make it real for them and they're not scared and they're not running off, right? Everybody's going to have something. They're going to talk to their wife or whatever. There's almost a ladder to it. Talk to my attorney, whatever. Talk to my wife is there's no last step after that unless they just throw something. But you made it real for him and he didn't run away, right? He's ready. Hey, call me tomorrow. Call me. He told you, call me between 12 and 1 tomorrow. And whatever. So, he's ready. He knows he's already prepared in his mind to sell it. He's found his person probably in his mind. And now it's just going through the process. And I know everybody wants to get the one call close, the one call contract. And those are awesome when they happen. But building a rapport with somebody and getting it done, it's not a bad way to go about it either. You're building on it. Because I'll be honest with you, sometimes you get somebody on the phone and they sign a contract right away, and then they go shop it, they go ghost on you, they go whatever. So things can happen in any field with it. So is it nice when they sign the contract on the first go? Yes, it is. Is it nice when they ghost you right after? No, it isn't. It doesn't always happen, but
But this is also why, for me, if I'm sending out the contract, the likelihood of them signing is very high for me.
Yeah.
A lot of you guys that just send out contracts and you just let them off the phone, that's not okay. That's unacceptable to me. Sorry. But
I agree.
But at the end of the day, like that guy wasn't closed yet. I made the offer. He's like, okay, like I got to think about it. Let me talk to my wife. Wait, let me just send this text. And then
he
and the thing back now. Like, he's still
I believe that he had, in this situation, I believe he had to talk to his wife because in his mind, he was already prepared to accept 115 to 120. He has to talk to his wife because this is just a little bit underneath it, right? Had you hit him with that 90 kind of, in that range, it would have been a hang up. He would have went back cold on you. He's already prepared himself that if I could get around this number, I would do this. And you gave him that number. And that's why he needs to talk to his wife because it became real. He's got to go home and tell her it's real. And then everybody's, if you're married, you've got a girlfriend, you live with them. You know how it is. I mean, you may make the main decisions, but you got to still bounce things off.
So
hey, I put something else in your private chat too, just whenever you get through with this.
I'm gonna call that next. Let me just. So basically, he just said he like double confirmed the property I was calling about, and then I'm like, yeah, exactly. He's like double checking. I get calls on all three of my properties, so I'm saying understood. That's what I was calling about. Always here if you're ever looking to sell. Always obviously, but let's get this one figured out before anything.
And the thing is, you get this closed for him, he may let you do his other ones.
That's what I'm saying. And he's literally like gassing up this area. And I mean, I don't know if it's a good area, but what I do know is there's a lot of investor activity in here. There's a lot of sold comps in here. And this isn't like we're right outside of where's it called? We are right outside of Indianapolis. So
dude, it's
good.
novation heaven if you get it at 110.
If I novated, that's even I mean
That's
that
what I'm
would be
saying.
even crazier. And it
You
could be a
novated at
novation 'cause he has
175
the
and
time.
you're smashing it.
Yeah, and he did say he wants me to make 60 grand, so I could also come back tomorrow and be like, "Look, I know he wanted me to make 60 grand, so
I'm only keeping your wishes.
like I could actually list this right now for hire and do it this way." But we'll see. I mean, I like doing cash too because if I can make 20, 30 grand like that,
No, I
like
hear you.
get it
It's the way
done,
to
be
go.
good. We're gonna do it, but then if it doesn't happen quick, then I'm gonna list that shit and we're gonna get it done anyways. And I also told him, I don't know if you guys saw me plant the seed. I said, I said, yeah, but this is either gonna be for me or I also work with other investors. Might give it to one of them too. I'm starting to be way more upfront with that shit, guys, because it's like the more transparent you are, the more people understand how you do business, the easier it fucking gets. The easier you can maneuver, the more shit you can start fucking doing. Mauricio says cash is king because he's my dispo guy and he wants the cash deal.
There you go. Let me shut up, Mauricio. I'll be quiet. I won't say anymore.
I could come down to 150. Hold up a second.
Oh, is this another one?
Another one. Wait, what the fuck?
That's what happens when you put that work in.
Oh no, this is Jordan. This is Jordan. Okay, Jordan's warming up one of his own right now.
All right. Oh, hey, I'll be right back.
I got you. I'm gonna look at this one you put in here. Oh, let's go. Guys, Nelson's just putting the boys on today. All right, hold up, guys. I gotta put this in the CRM. Amor, ¿tú tienes todo? ¿Qué tú necesitas?
Entrar a esta pinche cosa que no me gusta.
¿Para qué?
No voy a hacer la lista.
Ay, Dios mío.
No me deja.
No, mi amor, eso es...
Ya estoy bloqueada.
Okay, guys, give me 2 seconds. Let me help Cielo out with her
Dame tu.
computer. Pásame mi computadora. Y habla hola para mis personas.
Hola. ¿Cómo está?
All right, guys, 2 seconds.
Estoy, no puedo.
¿Tu prueba para tu
Ah,
cuenta?
como 10 veces y nada, no sé. Está bloqueado.
Guys, 2 seconds. Let me just get this figured out, and then I got people to call. I see Corey McCarty just dropped in the chat. What is good, Corey? Corey, I'll send you an invite right now and get you up here. Don't be scared. Let's go, bro. Let me know. Drop in the comments if you want to come in, bro. Let's get some calls. It's your time to shine. All right, hold on, guys. Let me figure this shit. Amor, ¿dónde estás, PropStream?
En el suyo no, en el metes en mi correo, dice
Tu
Gmail.
prueba en tuyos.
Por eso, metes en mi correo.
Este no sirven para nada. Vamos por un minuto. No. Era un investor left para ahora, mi amor, para enviar esos datos, porque ahora es no nada. Enviar una lista para Enes ahora. Necesito una lista para Enes, más personas.
¿Y cómo lo van a hacer?
Mira Enes en mi página. Tejas. All right, guys, let me put this lead in and I'm going to start calling again. My girl blocked herself out of prop stream for right now, so off this, we got to figure that out. But let's get it. Let me get Andrew Key. You put him in the.
¿Cuál? No, ¿cuál? No. Molines.
Incente Dispo.
Este.
Ennis. No, yo necesito ver. Ennis. E-N-N-I-S. Abajo. Eso, Kaufman. Eso, sí. All right, guys, let me add this person.
¿Cómo la voy a hacer? Si no tengo ese curso abierto. ¿Cómo me invento los datos? Digamos, ¿cómo me los voy a inventar si yo no tengo Prospe abierto?
All right, guys.
Dígame una razón. ¿Cómo me los invento? Ujú.
All right, guys, 2 seconds. David Bell said, anything locked up yet? Yes, sir. I got one locked up yesterday in Detroit. Got locked up after the call, though, but it was posted on the story. It happened. I promise.
Dígame,
Oh.
¿cómo me los invento? Si no tengo esa cosa Prospe abierta.
No, man, but you're in investor lift.
Ah, ok.
Okay.
¿Cuál es la clave?
Clave es Priska. Llama Priska. Cambiar aquí. Pero ya, no, llama, porque solo tienes 2 minutos.
Que me manden el número.
Oh, ella escribe esto, mira. Okay. All right, guys, my bad. Everyone's like, what the fuck why is Joey speaking in Spanish right now? We bilingual out here, that's why. What the heck? Someone from a 513 number was just trying to FaceTime me?
And of course, I don't actually sit down and work on things because people see me and they're like, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this. Like,
Okay. All right, guys, 1 second. All right, let me add this person, guys, and we're gonna make another call. We're gonna get some more contracts. Chat. Okay. let's get it, guys.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mary?
Yes,
Hi, this is Joey. I think you were talking to one of my partners about your property that you might be looking to sell in Houston.
Yeah, what is the address, 4507 or something?
Yes, exactly.
That's it,
Okay. Do you have any idea how much you're looking to get for it?
Well, I have to talk to my son, but if you have a price that you want to buy it for, like that, I can talk to my son. He'll be here later today.
Is it his house or it's both of your guys' house?
It's what? What
Wait,
did you say?
is it his house or it's your house and his house?
I couldn't hear you because my little grandson was making noise. Okay, now tell me again.
Yeah, is it just your house or is it also his house?
Is it my house? No, well, it's really my house, but they take care of it for me. I mean, they're the ones that are, I'm already too old, 80 years old.
Okay. Is there a way I could just schedule a call with both of you guys later this afternoon then when he's available? And we can just have a conversation on the house and see what I could offer you guys, or do you even offer on that call?
So you don't know how much you would offer for that, right?
I will know when we get on that call because I'm basically just gonna go through some more questions. Just get
Okay, well, let me talk to my son, because sometimes he comes, sometimes he goes to eat with friends and he won't come. In other words, tomorrow's a better day, but in other words, let's deal with tomorrow. But I need to get in touch with him and, see,
Okay. Is there any way?
Okay?
Yeah, or is there any way I could have his number and try to schedule something directly with him? Would that be okay?
Oh, a number. Well, no, I don't have it on hand, but he does not really, he has different businesses and this and that and travels, so I get confused with all the, different calls and stuff, so,
I get it.
I have him call you, and I have your number right here.
Yeah, have him call me, and if anything, I'll just try circling back later this afternoon or evening. If I don't hear back from you guys, would that be okay?
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mary. You take care.
Yeah, I can't get off the phone today.
That's good. It's a good thing, bro. Oh. Hi, guys. So I put her in an automation too, but it's probably not going to really help much because she sounds like she might not even be a texter. But that one, I mean, it could be a good lead. I don't know. We got to see. It's definitely ready to sell. You just got to get the son and her on the phone at the same time. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Let's get it. Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
This guy said, please call me. This one's mine. This guy's like thirsty though. Get a call.
Hello?
Hey, Brett.
Yeah.
I think we were just texting. I was on another call. You were saying to give you a call about your property?
Oh, yeah, I received you an offer for, you want to run by me?
Yeah, so I basically just want to go over, I guess everything on the property, and then I'll get you an offer at the end of the call. It's something I'm assuming you're actually looking to sell?
I mean, I had it for sale for a while, so somebody reached out to me, though, I thought it was somebody else, I don't know. But I guess you guys reached out to me and asked if I was still open to selling it. I said, yeah, I'm open to offers, and so I'm just responding to you guys reaching out to me, that's all.
Got you. Okay. I see it was listed for $599 was I guess the last thing it was listed at, just got taken down. If it was off market, what exactly would you be looking to get for it right now?
Honestly, I don't have a number in mind. I wish if I had more time to put thought into it, I would give you an answer. I don't have a number in mind. Again, I was just responding to you guys reaching out, so I'm open to hearing what your thoughts are. Obviously, I think that house is going to blow up because it's getting ready to be developed, and so everybody's announcing getting a hell of a deal. One reason I want to sell is they have partners that are in on it, and they want to cash out. If there's nothing yet, hold it for 10 more weeks.
Got it. Okay. The partner that's on it, are you guys? They just want to cash out, but like it's not like you guys are like dealing with anything on that side, I guess.
No, everything's in my name. It's in mine. This is just kind of my own side partner deal.
Got you. So you're
it's my own. I'm the only name on the
deed.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's only your decision to sell it then, essentially.
That's right.
Okay, and you don't even have because I know it was up for $599. Obviously, I'm probably not going to be coming in at that number if we do it cash.
Sure.
But is it something like 500, 550, something in that range you'd be looking to get? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think probably like 549 would probably be like my bottom. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go much lower than that, but I think I'd be somewhere around there.
Okay, 549. Okay. And if I could get you a number that made you happy, I'm guessing we could get the business started today. Could you get the process started today?
Is it a cash offer or what it would be, just so I understand?
Typically, I mean, I could give you 3 different offers, but typically cash offers primary.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I would have to make a few calls, but I think move quick for sure. Hey, I'm getting ready to jump on the elevator though. At my interview, anyway, I can call you right back when I'm in my office.
Yeah. Give me a call back when you're back in the office.
Is this the best number?
Yes.
Okay, I'll call you right back. Thank you.
All right, thanks, brother.
Bye.
So I don't think I doubt we're getting a deal done on this. If I showed you this property, Nelson, you'd be like, "There ain't no way." It's like nice. It's just nice. Like this would be like maybe if I get like creative deal, something like that, sure. But like it sounds like he's not even gonna. I'm gonna ask, but that might not make sense because if his partner, you might have like a private money lender or something on it. But if his partner's in on it, then he's gonna need to get them out. So then I guess it's just figuring out like what that looks like. But I want his interest rate. 3.3, bro.
He got that 2020.
Literally bought it in 2020.
He got that 2020. Yes, sir.
What a good fucking guess. That's how you guys know Nelson's been around the block, guys.
Got that 2020.
Bro, it's been so crazy rainy over here for the last week. It's been like this city's been like underwater. Like our favorite hiking spot, literally we had like a mudslide happen a
Oh,
couple
you're the
days
one.
ago.
It just literally, it's supposed to be my boy's coming over tomorrow with his family. We're barbecuing, and it just starts raining today. And I was like, man, it better not rain tomorrow. So
I'm gonna keep the good vibes. I got a big day tomorrow. I need the rain to stay away. So it ain't raining tomorrow. We're gonna be good.
there you go. There you go. There you go.
Oh yeah.
You got anything else that came through your drip?
There's a bunch. It's like it's
We just got to
overwhelming.
go through it.
There's so much, bro. Like there's probably like a lot of deals just from that drip campaign.
Whenever I had a system like that going, I had a VA that I would say, look, man, go through these every day, every whatever, and pull them out, because like the amount that you're going through, it's like you got to go through and read, see all the FUs, the stops, if you give me this price, or give me $1 million, got to go through them all.
Dude, it's stressful sometimes. I probably got to get a VA to do exactly what you're saying, because it's like fuck.
Yeah, dude, it definitely helps, man.
Yeah.
Well, and also too, the crazy thing is, old dude tomorrow is going to sign with you. That's a done deal. You got a contract yesterday, and I know that we're being live and all the transfer. These are the older. This is like an old batch that you're running through too. This isn't even anything crazy.
These are really old leads right now, and do you know what I love about it though, bro? I practice what I preach.
Yeah.
And there was a time where there's a lot of people on my team back in the day that was like, oh, like all these leads are old, and like I don't want to call the old leads. I need the hot PPC leads and whatever. And I'm like, I remember a time when I had to fucking call from ready mode myself.
Yeah.
So the fact that we have leads is a good thing. But at the end of the day, bro, a lead is not old if it hasn't sold yet. If they want to sell, it's a fucking lead. It doesn't matter when it was sourced. And that's what people get so fucked up in this industry with, is like they just blame the leads, they blame everything. And it's like, bro, I just proved it yesterday. I wish I probably can go back in the CRM and see when that lead was first generated, but I guarantee you that shit was from like 6 months ago, bro. And fucking
you follow the money is in the follow-up. When people start to truly understand that, do people get a lead, call it, close it that day, and then it funds in a week or something? Does that happen? Yeah, happens for somebody probably every day. The reality of the business is you're going to call people, you're going to start a first conversation, you're going to build rapport, you're going to put them in a drip, and then 4 weeks later or a month or two later, when they're ready, they remember you, they get on the phone, they already kind of have a rapport, and then you start working a deal. That's not just real estate. That's every sales job. That's anybody who sells insurance, ever. That's just how, unless you're selling gasoline, we're like, hey man, I need that gasoline to get my car running right now, groceries. Like, that's not a sales job, but anybody ever, that's how it works. Like, no one's out here. Whoever has a lead that you can buy and you can one call close them, tell us where they're at. That company should be $1 trillion company, because like I just give them $1 million and then I make 50 million every time. That's how it works. Like, show us that company.
Exactly. Well, that's what it is, bro. It's like, even if you're working with the most, like if I bought your exclusive leads off the exclusive platform, yeah, I'm probably going to call 5 to 10 leads and get a contract. Like, that's just a fact.
Yeah.
But like, you might not, like you guys out there, not me, because like I'm a different closer than you guys are, and I don't know if you're good at closing or not. So you might buy the same exclusive leads, and it might take you 20, 30, 40 leads to get a contract. And that's like, if I'm going to be the Joey Bimbo that you guys know and love, it's probably because you fucking suck and you have to get better. So like, at the end of the day, it's okay, because I was there too, guys. Like, it's not that I have all this talent and I'm just like this special fucking guy. The only reason I'm able to close at this high level is because I had to be broke and fail and fucking struggle and live home at my mom's crib till I was 28 years old, and like really figure it the fuck out. And that's why I got to this level of closing. But like, don't think that you guys could go iSpeed to lead Zolo, All the fucking big dogs.
And I don't talk about any, and you know, I know recording. I talk nothing. Actually, I know the guys that lead Zillow, and they've always been friendly to me. I speak to lead. I don't know them, but I don't talk bad about anybody. But when I have talked to the people from both of those companies, both of them have said, you know, hey, you know, it's probably our close rate is in the 15 to 20. Maybe maybe that's changed. Maybe they were inaccurate about it, right? But most lead companies, I told you, will tell you, hey, for a close, you're going to need between 15 to 20 leads. That's why we give 25, right? Because we understand that, and we're a hell of a lot cheaper. So you're already spending 150. I don't even know if it's 150 anymore, but I know for some of them, $200 to $300 a lead, and they're telling you you got to spend that 15 to 20 times to get a deal under contract. That's what their average is. That's just the way this game is, no matter who you're dealing with.
And there are guys that'll close those same leads at 5 to 10 closing ratios, guys. But like, that's not everybody. Like, literally, it's going to take some leads to close these deals, guys. And not only that, you might actually end up at a 5 to 10 close ratio after 3-4 months of closing these deals. That's what you guys got to understand too. It's like, just because you see guys like me up here closing, you see 1 in every 5, 1 in every 10, 1 in every 15, whatever. Like, that doesn't mean that's going to always be the ratio, because sometimes I might go by 5 to 10 to 15 I speak to leads or Lead Zolo exclusive leads or Nelson's exclusive leads, regardless who it is. And I still might take 15, 20 leads on the first round to close it. But then after I keep doing it for 3 months, 6 months, a year, and I go back and look at my numbers, I might actually be back down to a 5 to 10 lead to close ratio, because I fucking actually gave the campaign the time that it needed to hit the true numbers. So it's like, just don't blame the leads, guys. Work with whoever the fuck you need to work with that's going to make sense. Nelson has leads where you're going to get a lot more people on the phone for a lot cheaper money for a fact. And then he has the expensive exclusive leads that you're going to pay more money, and you're going to have to buy less leads to get more contracts. And it's like, as long as you guys understand that, and then you just stick with it consistently, you're going to get deals done. Like, I have guys, Nelson, you know me, I'm straight up about fucking everything. I got guys that were on Newleey that it took them 2-3 months to close their first deal, to get their first contract sometimes. And it's like, okay, that means they had to fix the closing process. That means that maybe maybe
that lead quality was so that it took them 3 months to close a deal. That marketing cost them $500 to close a deal. You show me where you could spend $500 and they would have gotten, I think that's 75 leads. You show me where you could spend $500 and get 75 leads.
Not even just that. Show me $500 that you could turn into 10 grand. Fuck.
Actually, there's $5,000. Brixie is a guy that I just literally was funny. We're having this conversation. He joined my Instagram live right now. I just seen his name pop up. He was with us for he's on his 2nd or 3rd month with us now. His first month with us, he made a video. I haven't posted it yet. His 7th call, he got a deal. He got under contract, closed it, made $2,500. First wholesale deal ever. Every person is different, guys. Not every deal is going to be $10,000. Not every lead is going to be a close. Not every phone is going to pick up. Not every number is going to be right. No one's working in the perfect world. We're working in the law of averages, right? You got to call this 25 people. You should get 1 deal. He said, hey, second deal for $11,500. I can't make this up. I can't make this up. That's what's up, Brixie. Hey, you know what you got to do. You got to send me another video, brother. You got to send me another video. I'm going to post your first one. I know you didn't really want to be on the internet, but I'm going to post your first one, and then please send me a video for your second one. $11,500. So that's what it is, guys. Look, his first deal, $2,500. He's getting better, right? Because that's his first wholesale deal ever. Now his second wholesale deal is $11,500. He probably negotiated a little bit more. Probably took some of the things he learned from the first one, and then he's growing on that. This is not a get rich quick scheme, right? We're not selling you an FBA Amazon store where you hey, give me 20 grand and I'll make you 50 grand tomorrow and you don't have to do anything besides give me your credit card. We're not selling, you know what I mean? Like, we're not selling He said I will once the check hits. All right, that's awesome. I
get
take
it.
that.
That's fair.
I accept that. We're not selling a get rich quick scheme, right? We are selling work, put it in, do it, stay consistent, and take the roots, the seeds of your success or whatever, the fruits of your success. So I just want to be. I mean, I can't make this up. Brixie pops in, tells us about a second deal for 11 grand. That's awesome.
That's the
This
shit
dude's
I'm
spending
talking about, guys.
$200 a month and making an average now of whatever that is. That's crazy.
Guys, if you do the average on that, hold on, let's see what his return was for the 2,500.
Let's just say he didn't even spend. I think he got his first month for $99, so he's making an average of $12,000 a month if he just continues right with those two numbers. And it's costing
Even
him
if you-
200 in leads, and he could get the 40 leads, right? If he got the 40 leads package, maybe that number goes up some. I'm not saying that since he already hit 2,500, he should just go ahead and get the year package. I'm not telling him to do that. I'm not saying that he should go to 40. He should just do whatever he wants, but that's the name of the game.
That's what it is, bro. 12.5x return. And on his first month with the 50% discount, it was actually double that. So
Exactly.
it's a 25% return on your money, guys. That's fucking stupid. And look, it's not always going to be like that. The more he calls, the returns might start to come down a little bit. But at the end of the day, guys, if you're getting a 4 to 6x percent return on your marketing, not percent, a 4 to 6x return on your marketing, that's a win.
I think you're not doing the math on that. He spent $200 and made 12 grand. That's like a 4,000%. That's like a 4,000% rate on there. Vaughn said, do you have a say it again?
I was going off the low one, the first one he did.
Oh, the first one?
Bro, that 1 month, 2,500.
Off of $99. I think that's actually a $250, 250 return or whatever that might be on there, percent return. Vaughn, I don't have a course. I do have a free playbook. If you put playbook in the comments under one of our pictures, you'll get a playbook on how you do it. But Joey Bibbo does have a community where he teaches people how to wholesale, how to close, and how to go through the process. So if you go to his page, you click on his, I think in the link section, you can join his course. And you can get Newleey leads, and then you can do exactly what Brixie said. Maybe get 2,500 and 1,100 and 11,000 and start doing deals. So Joey's the guy. Hit him up, and you can get in his community.
Shoot me a DM. I gotta put the community in my bio and everything.
Okay.
I don't know. I gotta get my social set up the right way, guys. But hit me up, bro. It's 7-day free trial, $200 a month once you're in, and fucking 3 weekly calls. Plus, we got a shit ton of recordings in there and everything. I'm not putting out a course. That's not me, guys. I'm just here to fucking put out as much value as I can, as much game as I can, and make sure you guys are actually getting fucking deals done. That's how we do it, guys. But let me get one more call, Nelson, and then I'm gonna hop off and go make some lunch in a few, and then I'm gonna keep calling after.
That's exactly what I was gonna do too. And I just put it in Google and it gave it to me. Making $11,000 from $200 investment is a 5,500% return. You can't get that return anywhere else in life.
That's the beauty of our industry, bro. That really is.
Yes, sir.
That's the beauty of meeting Nelson too, guys. Fuck, trying to set up your own shit and do everything on your own. I don't want to do it. I mean, I literally told Nelson the other day, me and Nelson were offline, and I was like, bro, I don't want to set up my own lead shit. I want you to do everything for me.
Hey, and to be real with you, I don't want to keep calling sellers and beating them over the head. I love it, but it's just like I want something different that's I can do long term. And that's the beautiful thing about this business. You make relationships, you build partnerships, you build authentic things, and they work and they help each other out, right? Joey gets leads, I get promotion, everybody's happy.
We all fucking win, guys. We all win.
Let's see if we can't make this last dial the one, though. This is the $100,000 deal. Brixie, thank you very much. And Vanta, no, thank you as well, man. Make sure if you're joining Newleey, you use code SHIRTLESS so you can get 50% off your first month.
The shirtless closer.
The shirtless closer strikes again. Well, you got one today. I mean, I know I truly believe that dude will sign. The crazy thing is you can't, if you averaged one contract a day for the next 90 days, and let's say you take Saturday and Sunday off, that's still like 60. That's still like 75 contracts you would have.
I know. And I'm not going to average one a day, Nelson. We going to get that number up.
Hey, that's even crazier, brother. You'll have the major leagues calling you saying, we got to hire this guy.
I know, bro. And I ain't for sale, guys. So you can't buy me.
There you go.
Giles, let's see. I will take 130 for it. Anything less will keep the deed. That means. Hey, Giles.
Yes, sir.
This is Joey. We were just texting about your property in Lumberton.
Like today or yesterday or?
Something. It might have been yesterday.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You're looking to sell it right now?
Might I ask you a question?
Of course.
What is the sudden? I mean, I have literally had 4 different companies call me in regard to this property this week. Now,
Really?
we have other property. We have other property that we get calls from time to time, spread all over everywhere, but never ever have had any interest in this property until Monday or maybe last week it started. So I'm just curious as what's going on in Lumberton to create the sudden demand for the house there.
If I'm being honest with you, I just pay for marketing, and my marketing team had reached out to you, and I'm just always buying properties. So it's not like there's like a specific interest in your property specifically. I'm just looking for people that actually want to sell their homes, make them an offer, and see if we could do business kind of thing. It's not like Lumberton specifically is like my go-to market, if that makes sense.
Right. Well, less than 60 minutes ago, I was on the phone with a lady with the same thing that wanted that property. And then there was somebody made an offer on it yesterday. So I was just like, just dumbfounded that was all of a sudden. But anyways, I think if I told you before, I'll tell you what I told him else. $125,000 is what the house you're looking to get out of it. If that's what you're willing to put in, we're willing to sell it. If not, then that's kind of where we are.
Okay, but you are like actively looking to sell, or is it just because everyone's been reaching out kind of thing?
No, but $125,000 a buy, but actively looking for to sell it it can sit there next year. It's not hurting either way. That's what I'm saying. You say, hey, I got $125,000 today. We can do business. I mean, it's for sale. I don't understand what your question is. I don't have a for sale sign in front of it. There's no for sale sign in front of it.
No.
It's a rental house, and
Okay.
it's one of the further rental houses that we have. There's no current person in it. So it's a good time to sell it, and to get somebody in it, have to terminate the lease and all that good stuff. But it is for sale.
Okay.
But if somebody comes along and wants to rent it, and they get in sold, then obviously going to recoup the revenue from that. But look into it, and get back with me.
No, I mean I'm gonna make you an offer right now if you have time. I mean, is this a good time that we can speak?
It's a good time to speak, but if your offer is not $125,000, it ain't an offer. If you're wasting your time, I'm wasting mine.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll pay what it's worth. Like I got, if 125 is the number that it's worth, I got no problem paying it for you. I just obviously got to know a little bit more, and then I'll get you an offer on this call. And I just want to know, like, if let's say I can be at that 125, are we ready to start business today? Like, can we get the process started right now?
Yeah. Hey, look, my guy working with me called me. Call me back in an hour or so.
Okay, in an hour, you think you'll have about like 20, 30 minutes to speak? You already took the freaking call. All right, well, at least he wasn't lying there.
Yeah.
I think I don't know anything about the house. If it was a rental property, I found a comp that sold for 157, literally right down the street. That was an investor that buys rentals. And be at 125, guys. So
His text said 130, so
I know he just price dropped himself $5,000. I think if we're gonna haggle.
You know the crazy thing is, with a guy like that, what you do is just ask a few questions. Say, look, You're the one that keeps telling me at 125 it'll work. 125. I buy properties all the time over there. So if 125 will work, I'm just going to send you the agreement and send it over to the title company and we'll do it. And then just go from there because he's already, you know.
He's basically closed, and this is one I probably don't have to haggle with. He just obviously no one's offered him it yet.
Well, you're
So
like
I
you were
think
talking about earlier. You're mirroring him, right? All right. You got 125. Boom. Here's 125. It's on paper for you. Let's do it and knock it out.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, it's wait, hold on. Yeah, literally, bro. That one might actually be I gotta look at the population size. I gotta dig deeper. I gotta ask my questions. I do gotta ask what the fuck's going on with the property condition wise, because like unless it's as long as it's rent ready like I'm thinking it is, then we're good to go. I just want to make sure I'm not just like signing shit to sign shit. Because
Yeah.
if you guys, I was texting Nelson last night. I'm like, bro, I'm being super conservative this whole fucking challenge, but guys, like I'm gonna make sure these deals fucking close. But on the surface, guys, that might be a fucking 30 grand fee right there. We can lock them in at 125. And I'm kind of like, but that's what raises the flags. Is like, why did no one else? He talked to 2 people already. Why did no one else lock him in at 125? Was it 2 VAs he spoke with? Or are they just not me and they can't fucking close? Or they're just trying to haggle him and go too
VA
fucking
that
low.
he spoke with.
So he said the person yesterday gave him an offer. The other one was like calling it back or some shit. One was definitely VA, it sounds like. It's the other guy yesterday I'm concerned with. Like, what is he seeing that I'm not seeing? Because what I'm seeing is...
Well, we didn't get the information on the property, so we know it's a rental, so we know someone's in there, so it can't be too dilapidated. It can't be too bad.
That's what I was saying.
I don't know, man. You might be one right there for you. Well, the thing is this, bro, you're responding to text messages. You want to sell this property. You're responding to text messages and picking up the phone. You want to sell.
Devin obviously wants to sell there. It's just figuring it out.
Hey, before I wrap up today, I don't know, how many calls do you guys think you made today?
I got to look at my KPIs on the CRM and I'll text them to you, but I definitely made, I think I've only made 2 offers today.
2, I had 3 down, so I didn't know. 2 offers.
Okay.
I put 0 contracts, 0 offers sent today.
Yeah, 0 contracts were sent, 0 offers were sent, but I mean, I'll let you know by the end of the day because there might be
you might get that one. Well, you have the one guy tomorrow. Tomorrow you'll do his. So I probably won't post this on the weekend just because I don't know if I'm going to connect with you there to figure out. Yeah. But if you send me something, I'll do it. And if not, on Monday I'll post up the new numbers. To answer Black Sheep's questions, can you select your target market when you're buying leads from Newleey? No, so we don't have a situation where you can target market. What we do is we post new leads every day nationwide so you can come in and pick them. We do have it where you can sign up and do a free account so you don't have to pay anything if you don't see any leads you don't like. And if you do see leads you like, you can jump on, pay for your account for the month, and go grab those leads.
But basically, they can still like Houston, they'll see like Houston, Texas, something along those lines at least. So like they could still.
You can see all the markets that we have available every day.
Hell yeah.
All right, then, man. Well, I'll post up 8+ calls, 2 offers made. Did you make any more than 2 offers?
I believe I only made 2 offers. I'll go back and watch it later, but I think I only actually got 2 real offers out.
Not a problem, man. Hey, it's day 2. I think you're going to lock that contract up tomorrow, though, for sure.
Dude, that one and the one I'm calling back in an hour. Fuck, I'll let you know when that one's locked up. Is all I gotta say. It's not if, it's when. It's gonna be today. So. We got to end this week with 3 contracts, guys. 3 contracts for this challenge.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna hop off, brother. When is the next day? Because I know tomorrow's Saturday and Sunday. So are we? I know probably maybe not tomorrow, the next day, but are we going back live Monday?
Yeah, Monday. So we're gonna change the time 30 minutes back to 10:30 every single day. And we're going to stick to that time going forward just because Jordan has his team morning meeting. I'm getting done with my morning meeting. And I think 10:30 is just a better time for all of us to get on.
I think it is too. All right. No, so that's perfect.
10:30 CST. Nelson, really, really, really quick while I got you right here. Leave everyone with a quick soapbox. That's how we got to end the show every single day. Just give someone some words of encouragement, experience you've gone through, whatever comes to mind. Just let's leave with a quick soapbox. I'm going to get off to the soapbox and we're going to get it.
You know what? I've been telling everybody lately because I heard someone say it, and this is how I've been living my life, that there's not a new problem out there. Anything that you're facing, someone has been through before, and they've figured out the solution. So that's the mind state that I've been in lately, and that's the mind state that I think that is positive and good to have, right? So when you get your back against the wall, or you figure out how I'm going to get through this, how I'm going to do it. There's no new problems out there, guys, unless it's like something crazy in AI and some brand new technology that you're not even dealing with. There's no new problems. If you need to learn how to lose weight, you got to eat less. If you want to learn how to get more deals, you got to call more. If you want to get this, you got to get that. So that's really helping me and the mind state that I'm in. And so that's what I would press upon other people is look at things like that way. Don't get yourself depressed and sad. Figure out what the problem is. Find someone who's found their way through it and worked through it. Mimic, mirror, reach out, speak to, do what they did, and get yourself through that problem. And then you can be living the life or where you want to be in life. So that's my soapbox.
Hell yeah. And I'll end with this, guys, kind of on exactly what Nelson said. There's always going to be someone that's gone through it before, but when you guys are in entrepreneurship, that's why you need to be around communities. That's why you need to be around like-minded people. There's about 99% of the people you come across are not entrepreneurs, are not going through what you guys are going through. So make sure it doesn't have to be my people, it doesn't have to be me, but make sure you guys are getting around somebody that is doing the business that you can mastermind with, that you can talk to, that you can get through the shit with, because they probably are understanding exactly how you're thinking, and you guys could definitely help each other out when the going gets tough. You got to have your support system in this business, guys. So love you guys for coming up here. Nelson, I appreciate you for getting here today, bro. Feeding us some sexy ass leads. We're going to get some contracts going into the weekend, get some fucking momentum going into next week, guys. And I'll see you guys next Monday, 10:30 Central Time. We're going to fucking come in strong next week. Everything should be more organized. And let's get this fucking money, guys. Everybody go have a good weekend. Spend some time with your families and spend some time with yourself, guys. Peace out, y'all.